Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
What I gotta do to make you want me?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Napshot Therapy Session presents to you Tag Team Champion of the World, Monday Night Therapy. Wait, it's no longer Monday. Tuesday. We no longer go by the day.
And I've got 2 words for you.
Like and share.
Tuesday night therapy.
Tuesday night therapy. Tuesday night therapy is actually 3. It's actually 3.
No, the 2 words would be, right, obviously. Before that, welcome guys, welcome back to another episode of Tuesday Night Therapy. The 2 words that we've got for you is to like and share this content, right? So obviously our SOP goes every single week. Please help us like and share this content. Send it to your family, send it to your friends, and obviously being the shameless people that we are,
We need stars.
we need stars.
Yes.
Yep. Send us more stars. The more stars you send us, the more we can do for you. And this would be our 4th week,
Correct.
or rather the 4th giveaway of the $20 decathlon voucher.
Dix, what should they do, man? What do you say?
So obviously, if you guys have been following us on Instagram, we toured, Joe and I toured
Santa
the
Claus.
island last week.
Santa
Toured
Claus is
Singapore.
coming.
So we went from Yishun to Jurong West to
Marsiling.
Admiralty Marsiling,
Yep.
and then to Punggol to give out the $20 decathlon voucher to our past 3 winners, to our previous 3 winners.
Can you describe to the viewers from the first time they all saw you guys with
Yeah,
the big
2 of
gift,
them was first time you're seeing them.
with the vouchers, the glow on their faces? Can you explain to the crowd so at least they know what they are in for?
Definitely. So the first person we went and gave to, I mean, Bob, if you're watching us, he's the first one we went to.
Bob Lee.
Just a bit of backstory, right? I think Bob is Haizam's long lost twin brother.
Yes,
Both of them look exactly the same specs, same facial hair.
The way they
But he made the better decision in life to support Arsenal. Unlike Zami over here supporting City. 150 charges.
You're a disgrace.
Okay? But Bob actually had a lot of good things to say as well.
Very good things to say about you, bro.
In fact, last Tuesday was the first time Bob was tuning in to watch us. And he loved the fact that, we are interactive and how, we go about doing our stuff. But enough of us, right? So Bob, if you're watching, thank you for that. So Bob was the first person that we went to give. After that, we took a trip down to Marsiling. and we met the Liverpool fan. Brian.
And he's in the crowd as well.
Hello, yes.
Thank you for watching. Brian's in the crowd. And Brian, man, Joe and I had a good 15-20 minutes chat. And Brian, you're a ball of a person, and Brian, bro, had a lot of insights as well. And he likes us as well.
Oh.
He loves us.
He loves us. And if we can have you on board one day, Brian. Us.
The macam the Tamil
Us. But if we can have Brian on board one day, we definitely
We
would.
just click like this.
I know what you did last summer, Brian.
And of course, lastly, we went all the way to Punggol to see our usual macam who actually thought we were scamming him.
He thought we were scamming him.
He thought we were scammed him of the card.
The moment we came out, he was like, "Hey, I thought this is a scam."
We are giving out free gifts.
Yep.
And this guy here has the cheek to be impatient.
And think that we scammed him.
Correct. No, but fair enough.
Call us a bunch
He was
of
the
scammers.
first winner, and it took us about like a couple of weeks to actually reach out to him. though.
Okay.
So, fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
our third, obviously the first winner, who was the third one to receive was, obviously our dear old Faris. And Faris is
We had
someone
a
we all
fun
know.
time, lah. We had a fun time.
So a good 30 minutes we had, we chit-chatted and we caught up. So with all that being said, obviously we will want to give this out to more people. Right?
Yes.
2 more.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
this is what you guys got to do today. Again, we are going to put away with the emojis and name the player. All you have got to do is like and share this content.
Easy peasy lemon
Once you
squeezy.
like and share this content, just send a screenshot to our DMs either via IG, via Facebook. If you have our number, send it to us
You can just send
personally.
it in the comment section.
Yeah,
as
or
well.
send it in the comment section
say
that you like and share.
Like what Mio did.
Right,
He did something like you guys can just do it like this. Like and share.
Yep,
can just
like
tell
and
us
share.
you guys have done this.
So
as
you've
well,
done that, and also if you guys don't like and share, but if you guys send us stars, your name will automatically be in the draw for today. And as usual, just before we end the show, we will reveal the winner.
Yeah.
The winner who actually is going to walk away with a $20 decathlon voucher.
Correct.
But the only thing is no guarantee that we will give it this week.
Calma. You gotta wait.
It's not a promise that we might give you guys this week. Most likely maybe next week.
Next week,
or the week
yeah,
after,
or the
lah.
week
It depends very much on this Santa Claus here.
Correct.
From Yishun.
That Santa Claus is the one with the reindeer.
Yes.
I'm not giving out. He's the reindeer.
So you're the magic elf, right? So guys, a lot happened last week, game week number
Game week,
6.
yes.
Is it a lot? I feel it's like Monday.
For certain someone, nothing. Usual business as usual.
Walk in the park.
We don't talk about him.
We will never talk about him until something really happened to his club. Until FA decides to grow a pair and slap them with the impending ban, punishment, whatever measures they are going to take up against Man City. If not, we will never speak about them.
It's not happening though.
I don't understand.
I think they have forgotten about it.
Brown envelope. Have you heard about brown envelope?
Yes,
You know they've got good lawyers, right?
They do.
Yeah, Brown envelope.
Lord Panic. And the best thing is, the lawyer's name is Lord Panic. So who's panicking? Is it Man City or the FA?
FA and the rest of the league.
Hey, but wait. Speaking of which, because right now, Joe, we are warming up the show. And if you look at the viewership right now, it's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Definitely not.
We will not kickstart the show until we are happy.
Yes.
Until we are satisfied with the numbers. Until you guys bump this up. Because right now, you guys are really sluggish, boys.
Yeah.
Those who are watching us, you have to press the like button, react if you're angry, if you're sad. Actually, Facebook gives you a plethora of options.
Yes.
You can cry, you can do anything you want as long as you react to this video. Also, if you are kind enough, you can actually share this content around. But we need more viewership. It's slowly rising up, Haizam.
It's slowly, yeah.
But we need more.
We need more. Ryan, you on the comments. He's my classmate actually.
Oh, Ryan is your classmate. Hi, Ryan.
He stays in Yishun. Ryan, like this comment. You stay in Yishun. We probably can give it to you
Yes, Ryan.
this week if you.
Come on, Ryan. Time
Come
to
on,
pull up
Ryan.
yourself, man.
Yeah.
Back up. Hey, but I was reading, you actually sent up a couple of articles that I'm very sure none of us actually read in the group.
Oh yeah, of course.
Pertaining Man City and the charges, right?
I think I read a little bit.
I think it's by Athletic. It's by the Athletic.
Athletic.
Yeah.
Athletic.
Yeah. So I think we have to pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
No, but you sent.
Yeah,
You
actually,
screenshot and you sent us.
I actually copied the
They
whole
copied the
article.
entire. Yeah, and you guys didn't bother, right?
Because Man City and then
Nobody cares about Man
apparently
City,
right now the government is involved as well.
with this, yes.
Okay, we got I think the government from UK and also
The government is
and-
involved
and
in defending City. Or
I don't know what's happening. So maybe this is where
the
something comes in.
article- So the
Yeah.
article that I shared was that the UK government is now in the picture because they are afraid to offend UAE. Government of UAE. So you all know where it's going to go, right?
I mean,
It's
obviously,
getting
just
to
like
work.
allowed Saudi to take control of Newcastle.
So I think right now it comes back to the point that it has become a international thing about the charges and whatnot. And I feel that there's more to it. We will. I mean, as VR fans, we wouldn't know what's happening. You know,
It's fraud lah, but then
I mean,
it's
fraud lah. But then
Yeah.
again, if we get a free pass,
I mean, okay, fair enough. But if you put it in this aspect, right? You know, the FA is afraid of offending UAE or whoever, right? Then what about the what about the likes of clubs like Bury, Southend, Wigan?
Because they're not being managed by
anything.
the Sheikh Daddies.
Then honestly, I think as what we have always known, the truth that we've always
I
known.
mean, this is one of the biggest conspiracy theories ever.
Huh?
We are happening.
Okay, all right. Let's leave let's leave the political game aside, guys. Because why? If you are watching us right now, you might be asking what's on the menu, Napshot. Because we've got a couple of really tantalizing debates for us to all get engaged in as a team.
Yep.
And we today, more than ever, we need everybody to be involved.
Correct, definitely.
All of you, all at once, I want you all to place it in the comment section every single time when we are about to open up a brand new can of worm. You guys need to be involved because the first agenda for tonight
is the
Anjapur is the truth, and he proved it.
Shot the video, huh?
No, I have the video. I have the video. Once we reach that landmark number, we'll probably go on with the video, right? And then right after the North London derby, let's go with. You know what? Let's go with this, man. This one, I think, is a big talking point as well.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Is it time for City Pool once again? Because
Look at Arteta in the background.
he deserves it. He's lucky, you know, that nobody is actually not touching his face. Because if I'm there in the crowd, habis. I would do something. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, amigos. And then right after City Pool again, I'm also concerned about this, man, Joe. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Wanna go? The bridge is falling down,
My fair lady.
I thought it's gonna be Poch is getting sad.
Is he getting sad, guys? Because we've been reading a lot of stories right now coming
a
out.
lot. And he's been defending the club. He's been defending the players. He's saying that look,
the co-owner of
project.
Celtic.
Yeah, and the best thing is right now, it's not only the coaches that are now getting sacked and being dismissed.
The coach got dismissed, right?
Yep, so Bruno Salta.
Yes.
And then I think there's another one who actually went out as well. I can't remember the name. You guys who are watching us right now might put it in the comment section.
Correct.
There's another one who came out. But apparently there's a leak right now that we've been reading that the players are unhappy with the heavy-handed involvement by the management team.
Correct. So I read that one of the owners, I can't pronounce his name to save my
Baghdad.
life.
Baghdad.
He actually went to the dressing room after the defeat to actually speak to the players.
He did more than that. He attended training
Okay, so
session as
I don't know
well.
about that. Oh, he didn't?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, this is what happens, right? When owners actually, step in. It doesn't end well. Doesn't end well.
Clearly they don't understand football. Clearly this is when you are getting owners who are stacked with cash,
Yes.
but they've got zero football knowledge up here.
At least Abramovich, he was ruthless.
He was,
but he never did this.
True. So of course a lot to discuss about Chelsea because
Yeah.
they are really, really poor, but nobody is actually right now talking about them.
Correct.
Nobody's actually shining the light on Chelsea. So
Yes.
tonight
We are going to shine
will
the
do
light.
that.
we will dine on Chelsea
Shine
as
bright
well.
like a diamond.
Alright, and then let's go with the next one. We a bit of a argy-bargy happening over the weekend.
This
Rodri.
is bad.
Yes, Rodri, he actually saw red. But the question that I want us to all
Spanish mafia.
discuss, is it enough
Correct.
to send him off? Okay, because I'm also
Enough.
enough. Couldn't have happened to a better person, Rodri.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, of all
Nice
even Rodri.
nice character.
And I'm
Shit, Taki.
and some more you like him.
I love you. Terrible people.
No, I was shocked
He's a
that
fruit.
Rodri reacted that way.
No tattoos, tucked in shirt. Every.
No, and the mystery is that how does he keep tucked in 90 minutes?
I think he have a clip lah, definitely.
He probably has a clip like that one.
Hey, remember when we were in army? So we
Tuck into the underwear.
Yeah, correct. Tuck in. I believe he does that. Yeah.
Rodri, which camp did you come from? Man needs to know. Okay, and then we move on to the last one. Okay, I think this one will ruffle a few feathers, boys.
Which one?
Because we are talking about this one.
This is going to be interesting.
Sancho and player power.
We definitely want to hear from United fans about this.
Yep.
Definitely,
You know,
because
because of
right
this
now it might have been a good weekend for United because they finally got the W.
Yes.
Look at how the mighty have fallen, right?
They got outplayed.
1-0 against Burnley. Finally, a good weekend. Cause they
But the
won.
thing is with United, they cannot have a normal day in the newsroom.
Correct.
As soon as they have something to rejoice over,
Something else comes out.
something else comes out, and then the news of Sancho actually came
It's
out
always been the case.
recently.
But we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
So
about it.
United fans, hold your thoughts because that is not going to happen right now because we're going to dive straight into the North London Derby. But before that, let's pick up some comments.
Okay, let's pick up. We've got Ridwan here as well coming in. Newcastle win big, and Sunil not here. Sunil obviously have actually responded to that. And so for Ange, better Dutch manager. Ooh, taking pot shot, guys. We are about to start the first one, North London Derby. We've got a lot to unpack, but why not we do a bit of Wusa moment and watch this video. Let's go.
Hey man, hey, I'm just feeling a little bored. You want to just chill out? You want to go out, grab some food or whatsoever?
I'm not really hungry. Plus, no mood lah, bro. But if you want to treat me, I don't mind. What are we having?
I think chicken will be good lah. Something to do with meat and all that. I'm hungry. Let's just try out Nando's chicken, shall we?
I hate chicken, and to hell with your Nando's.
Yeah, okay, I get it. You're under immense stress. You don't want chicken, no meat, nothing. How about this? Shall we go and play some darts? It'll be interesting, man.
Joe, I'm telling you right now, you are really pissing me off. Since when have we started playing darts?
Alamak. Chicken don't want to play darts. You know what? Let's do something without all these then. I'll bring you to a nice place, a vegetarian place. Alright, we'll go to Anj Jabbar. Shall we?
Joe, I've had enough of you. Tonight, 9:15 therapy session. I shall settle the score. Alright. We were discussing when the video was playing how much I hated his voice. So sensual, so nasal. What's wrong with you? It was supposed to be a simple, straightforward video. I told you, Joe, this is the script. Say it out loud.
It was a simple one.
You overacted. You overcooked
I mean,
your line.
it's normal, right?
Okay, no worries. We cook
as it is.
So we've got a couple of guys coming, guys. Right now we'll pick up the comment right after.
In a while.
Okay, because
those who are commenting, continue
we want to
commenting.
discuss it.
Yes,
Yes, I think this is
commenting.
probably fair to say the biggest one over the weekend, and that was the North London Derby.
Oh, it did not fail, man. It did not fail. I enjoyed every game of it.
I didn't watch the game for obvious reasons. Because the game was going on at the same time. So unfortunately,
correct.
It was about the timing.
Back then, this kind of big
Yeah.
games, right? It's always like the early kickoff in 7:30.
Standalone.
It's a standalone game, or it will be like a 12:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Super
12:30
Sunday.
game was 11:30 game was obviously Newcastle Sheffield United. Fair enough for obvious reasons,
which
right?
means the FA is going to tell us that both Spurs and Arsenal are irrelevant.
No, I think he's gonna say
Definitely
both
not that.
Chelsea and Villa are irrelevant. That's what the Spurs FA narrative will be lah.
But I was thinking, right, because Liverpool were also playing. And
Oh, yeah, Liverpool also playing.
You saw my home setup, right? I
Yeah.
had two projections.
Projections, yep.
First was that, of course, I live in a Liverpool household, unfortunately for me. And then another one is, of course, the North London Derby. And I was thinking to myself, Liverpool playing 9 p.m. Arsenal playing 9 p.m. First and foremost, Liverpool played a day later
Yep.
in their European conquest.
European- Yeah.
Most of us played a day later.
Even Villa as well.
a day later, yeah.
Usually their game should be Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Why is it now?
Why is it being cracked up?
Yeah, why we cannot the worst?
Then everything, all the game, all the good ones were being played at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who the hell watches everything
Correct.
at one time? You got to have 4 sets of eyes, man.
You should have had one game at 7:30, 2 games at 9,
Yeah.
and one at 11:30. lah. So
Usually will happen,
so
on
you
a-
will miss out
It's
on
like
one of the.
the
night,
Sunday
yeah,
evening
yeah,
football
yeah.
that kickoffs, no?
Yeah.
Hey, John Dykes and all, he comes in with that.
Now suddenly everything is like 9 p.m, 11 p.m.
Crazy stuff, man. Okay, but TV scheduling aside, right now we want to discuss North London Derby, guys. Get active, get busy,
Yes,
like
yes,
Sean
yes.
The
Paul.
comments in.
You want to say anything about Spurs? You want to talk anything about Arsenal? If it's relevant, place it in the comment section. We will pick that up.
Yep.
Because
Yes.
I'm going to start off with. Let's start off as usual.
Yep.
Although there is no outright win in this match, but it seems from the outside looking in,
That Spurs won.
Spurs won.
Correct.
They didn't.
I think it's a game of two halves. Arsenal won the first half. Spurs won the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the game. I tried watching the highlights, but I think at the end of the day, with what we spoke last week about Spurs and taking Ange seriously, and I would say that maybe he passed the test. I mean, he didn't ace the test, but his first so-called tough fixture. Sorry to don't disrespect to United, but his first so-called tough fixture of the season, he came out with he set out to play with the formation that he stuck by, the system he stuck by, and he came out without losing. I think between the two managers, I think he came out as a winner.
Yeah,
If
for
you
sure.
ask me, like
For
what you
sure.
said, Spurs came out as a winner. Yeah.
Zami, looking at Spurs versus Arsenal, because for a City fan, they will be a keen observer of Arsenal's results.
True.
Now they've got another guy coming in. We'll speak about him later
Yep.
on. Okay, because right now there is a new hashtag, or rather, it's an old hashtag that has actually resurfaced, City Pool. But you look at Arsenal. Be honest with us. Do you see a team crumbling away at the pressure of another title challenge? Or do you see Arsenal like how you did for City last season, whereby you started off slow and then the momentum picked up when it matters the most?
Oh, very tricky. I remembered seeing the game highlights when it's like, okay, Arsenal's gonna pull it. But then Spurs this season is a different gravy. With Ange, bringing in, and then I think Arsenal's problems that they had last season is starting to show very bad. In terms of they cannot finish the game, they cannot kill off the game. Mentality wise it's I wouldn't say rubbish, but like what we mentioned, it was a game of two different halves.
Yep.
First half was Arsenal, second half was Spurs. But questions must be asked definitely, like how is Arsenal losing that momentum, not killing off the game,
Yep.
and giving the Spurs that hope and belief that we can get a point. Because I think in our chat I mentioned Arsenal's gonna score the last minute goal 3-2 and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So must boils down to that question that Arsenal this season maybe still feeling that last season of the wheels coming out of the bus.
Or for me, I've got
I
a
feel-
question
yeah,
on top of
yeah.
that before you answer, right? Do you really think that Arsenal actually could be missing Granit Xhaka?
Okay. That's a great point. Because what we could have actually done with is that a bit of bite and steal in midfield that day. Someone
Yes.
who understands the derby.
Yep.
Look, he is not a Highland boy. He's not a Londoner. He would
He's
not
not- he
understand the
understands
history and the heritage behind North London derby. But what Shaka has is this bravado.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm a warrior. And
He'll
I
bring the
will
intensity.
fight until the very end. And that's what a derby would need from you. And And you look at Arsenal right now in terms of the transfer move, right? It seems like Arteta at this current moment, he is deliberately getting all the goodies.
Correct.
All the good boys.
Shoes. Yeah,
the goody
good boys.
two shoes.
Yeah.
So he's trying to inject out, all the
shithousery, yeah.
right, out of the system, and he wants the good boys to be playing for him. And something in a derby, we all been involved in a derby, right? You and Birmingham, the two of you,
United, yeah.
form goes out of the window, and this is not even a cliche saying.
It is form goes out the window.
It's a matter of who wants it more
Yeah.
that day. And it's about fighting on the pitch. And that was clearly lacking from our gameplay. It's all fine and dandy to play that tippy-tappy football transition.
Yes.
XG,
The intensity
inverted.
wasn't there.
Precisely. The word intensity was
Wasn't
clearly missing from our system. And I was looking at the midfield. And this is where I want to come into Arsenal a bit. Especially Arteta and Edu. Because we have had a good summer. Right? We all did our transfer rating, and I think unanimously we all agreed Arsenal got a B.
You got to be A.
You give A. I gave B, of course, because we took injury out of context.
Yes.
Okay. But what I thought was really stuck. Right? I think what was really striking. Yesterday, it was a battle of two number 8s
Yeah.
that was recently bought to change the momentum of our attack. Right, for Spurs, they got in James Maddison,
yeah.
for 45 odd million plus.
Yeah, correct.
And then we got Kai Havertz for 65 million.
Look at the difference.
Yeah,
The difference.
and it's not only those two, right? Those two number 8s. Look at Manchester United. They got Mason Mount as a number 8 as well.
Yep.
And you look at Liverpool, another number 8,
there.
Dominic Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
It was like,
That guy is right now starting like a house on fire. He's a steam train for the Liverpool side. Could he have not done a good job for Arsenal?
He would have.
Could he have not done a good job for your team as well?
Definitely.
And you talk about the Szoboszlai transfer. It wasn't a complicated one
Szoboszlai
to get done. It's a release clause transfer.
Release clause, right? And I don't think he was 60 million, right? Cheaper than that, right?
No, I think it was being talked about 72, but
Okay,
I don't know
but
whether it's
still-
euros or is it pound sterling.
Okay, fair enough. But still, I think he's still a better buy for me, honestly, if you ask me, than Mount and Havertz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is why I feel so irked out, because Arteta has done so much for the club. First and foremost, to place us back in a prime position to challenge and in a position of belief, because he started off on a sub-zero.
Yep.
He started off on a minus. Nobody wanted him, right? In fact, when he got appointed, all Arsenal fans, I speak for everybody, we all were all pulling out our hair. Why this guy, a novice, taking over Arsenal?
Yeah.
Right, and this came after the failed venture with your manager right now, Unai Emery. And then he took about 3 years to turn the ship around. And fair play to him, he has done wonderful stuff to Arsenal. Things that I would never imagine he could have actually achieved in such
winning
a
a
short
silverware,
span of time.
yeah.
Won the FA Cup in 6 months' time. People
Yes,
tend to forget that.
Yep.
2 shields. I don't know whether you want to
No, I mean, it's
part of your silverware.
it's still part of the
trophy.
It helps the players and the club to propel themselves.
it's a moral
Yeah.
booster.
Yeah, and what he did successfully for me was he actually took out all the cancerous tumor. Aubameyang got out, Guendouzi, Socrates, Kolasinac, you can name it. It's a whole
Ozil,
long list of catalog
long
of
list,
bad
yes.
players. All the bad eggs got executed.
Yep.
So we finally got an Arsenal that everybody could get behind. He didn't need the Havertz transfer. And look, it's so myopic for me right now to discuss us losing points against Spurs and point it towards Havertz. Right? That's not the whole
That's
big
not,
came in the second half.
but this is where I'm going to ask you, right? Because last week we had the topic about United, letting go of De Gea and buying Onana. Instead, could that money have been spent elsewhere, right? So with Arsenal, I mean, let's not go. I mean, if you're not the kind of person, understandable. But could Arsenal have, not bought Havertz because if it was not a transfer that you guys needed and spent it elsewhere?
Who? I mean, we
And
can't really
where
say
or
who, but I think there were players that Arsenal were also targeting. But I think at the point of time, I think they felt that they would wanted Kai Havertz because it's an easy or fast transfer. Go in there, purchase,
But true,
and he's there for the preseason.
Would you want to get a fast transfer or would you want to get
and one more
do a
thing, like what
player?
Ant said, he's a goody two shoes as well. He hardly gets anyone to foul or he gets the red card challenge. Like, he's not the kind of player where Shaka he goes in hard in the challenges. He's pretty soft. You give him the ball, he'll play a little bit of 1-2 touch. I think that's the kind of player that I think Arteta wants.
Okay, fair enough, but is that the kind of player that's going to elevate Arsenal to the next level?
obviously not.
Obviously not.
So I think then then the question still remains, like if you instead of Havertz you could have spent it elsewhere or on someone else.
Yeah, and now right now that we are discussing Havertz, right, it's all a matter of relativity. it's all relative right now. Who should we have gotten over the summer?
True, because that's not going to happen right now, right?
Because, and the reason why we expanded on this, for those of you guys who have just caught up with us, why is this Arsenal fan explaining about Havertz? No, because this guy right here, this Aston Villa fan, asked about Granit Xhaka. Could Granit Xhaka actually have done
that's
a better
valid
job?
question.
It's a valid question.
Yeah, valid
because
question.
the midfield was clearly lacking a lot of steel and bite. And I was looking at number 8. Man, 65 million you invested in Havertz. This guy was supposed to change the game.
Change the game.
Right? You wanted more output when it comes to the attacking front. All this guy, all he
jack shit though.
Yeah, all he does is to actually roll down the floor.
Roll on the floor, yeah.
And then he looked really helpless all across the
His
pitch.
runs were off. When he got the ball, the Tottenham players took it out of him like within a couple of seconds. He didn't give any cross. He didn't give any help to your left wingers or even to your centre mid.
Input, he was just a add-on player.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
give
would
any
even
input.
would say because of that, I think Jorginho was struggling.
Yes.
Because he had to do so
Yes.
much. Remember what I said about Jorginho way before when you guys signed him, right? And because of that, he had to be like, instead of being the guy who holds the midfield, he was like doing like the ball winning. He had to go and do the passings as well.
Yes,
Just
yes.
Kind not doing,
Correct.
Literally,
Because
Kai was a passenger, man.
You need to pull your weight. If you're playing, if you're part of the 11, you need to pull your weight. If not, off you go, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. For me, because at the start of the season, when you were against Havertz, even before the season started, when the transfer, I told you one thing and I said that, give this boy time.
Yeah.
And the only reason I said that is because the entire Chelsea team was shit last season.
Correct, yeah.
So,
We did,
coming from that,
correct, yeah.
a team that was as bad as Chelsea last season, he may, need some time. But watching the highlights, I don't know. I mean, like, I may want to take back what I said as well.
You know what? I saw you playing football before.
Okay.
Was I impressed? A little bit.
Of course.
You scored a banger of a goal.
Of course.
But via the mean of deflection.
you still win it.
You would have done a better job in the middle of the park for Arsenal than Kai Havertz.
Definitely.
And I'm not even capping right now. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you.
You already by saying
It was that bad. No, it was that bad. Because when I was watching it, I was so mad pissed. Like, what the hell is Kai was doing? Like, are Chelsea boys this shit?
You got another one. You got Mason Mount.
Because when you guys bought Kai, we got Mount. The same theory that applies what Deep said. We wanted to give them time because they came from a shit team.
Yes.
All right. And these boys, Kai won them the Champions League.
Yeah.
Mount was solid for like
I think 2 seasons.
Yeah, he was like banging goals and all.
He was the best player. The best player.
So I was thinking, okay, give them some time. They needed to bowl into the new philosophy, the new style of play. Maybe give them some time, lah.
But your boy is injured, so it's still the jury is still out because he's injured.
Even then, I will not say it because I'm struggling for words at the moment.
After seeing Havertz, right?
After seeing Havertz, Chelsea boys, man.
No, and like I mentioned just now, Arteta, he didn't need this.
As he didn't need Havertz.
All this negativity that is surrounding Havertz and the transfer, because right now he has put himself right into the limelight once again, Arteta. Because every single time when Arsenal loses a game or when we draw a game, when we are expected to win, the attention will focus to Kai Havertz.
Yep.
And it's really borderline unhealthy right now for Arsenal because we did it too many times with Ozil. And then he went on to Aubameyang.
Easy scapegoat.
Another scapegoat, lah.
Scapegoat. So I feel like, and your Arsenal right now, we are a team on the up.
Yes.
Okay, the graph is going up.
True.
So when you are buying a player, you buy a player of the same vein as well.
Or higher.
Or even higher.
Higher.
You look at Liverpool, they got into Europa, they knew for sure that they needed a big facelift in the middle of the park.
And they went in got 3.
They got three.
Yeah.
Gravenberch right now, jury is still out. Right.
Not too
But
bad.
I'm sure he'll come. I'm sure he'll
I was
come.
watching the Europa Conference League as well.
Yeah.
He played well.
I'm sure he'll come good. Yeah.
McAllister, we know what you're going to get from him.
And you know what?
Season pro.
Showbozla is going to be as well.
On the back of winning a World Cup.
Yeah,
you know what Showbozla was going to give you. And even you look at Man City, the guy who won the treble, got Matheus Nunes right now. I think who is in the at this current moment, he's in the right shape in terms of his career.
Yes.
He needs somebody to actually handmold him to be a better player or to reach the potential that we have all known long time back when he was playing for Sporting. This guy is capable of reaching this level.
Yeah.
And then you guys was the league with him, right?
I think everybody, even Liverpool. And then
Doku.
an exciting winger to inject more spin into the team.
Yep.
And then you look at Kovacic as well.
Yep.
They got a player,
Experience in.
a player in from Chelsea.
He's for Chelsea, yeah.
He was
doing alright.
okay. To be honest, he was one of the best players for Chelsea last
Yes.
season.
And he went to Man City.
Yeah, and he's upping his game. You know, it's.
I think he could have gone to Arsenal if you look at it.
if Arsenal wanted him,
Yeah.
lah. But that, like what
But,
you
but I
said.
think it's about the age factor.
You see, Arsenal
Yeah.
always has this since the Wenger era, right? Not to offer players above the age of 29, 30,
30,
more than a year
30.
contract
Yeah.
or more than 2 years. So with Kovacic, you know, he's probably that in that category. And sometimes I think you need to break that.
But we signed Jorginho, who's 31.
No, they have been signing
Oh,
older
yeah.
players for quite
Yeah.
long. Yeah,
Oh,
Jorginho
yeah,
was one of
yeah,
them,
yeah. Jorginho is
We signed
31.
David Luiz when he was
David
32.
Luiz? Yeah.
Yeah.
William was also.
William was 32 as well.
Yeah, William was also
So the,
another one.
so the
Yeah.
argument holds no water for
Correct.
Arsenal and
Yeah.
their transfer directly.
That purchase Havertz is really a mind-boggling purchase for
It
Arsenal.
is up till today because for Arsenal, 65 million
Huge sum.
is a huge
Yes.
outlay. You know,
We
we are
actually buy 2 players out of
we
it.
are not talking about Man City right here. We're not talking
Yeah.
about PSG, whereby money is not an object for
Yeah,
them.
for Arsenal, money is an object. Yeah.
Right, and for Arsenal right now, you can see 65 million. If Havertz is playing for Man City, you would never see him playing.
Yep.
Until Pep believe that he's properly cooked, and
Calvin
then
Phillips,
you
huh?
get on the pitch. Look at Kevin Phillips, for
50
example.
million, right?
50
Yeah,
50 million.
And he's not even playing
not
anything.
even playing. But because Arsenal right now, we are living on a we are not on a shoestring budget. All right, that is a bit of a stretch. We have good money, but every single cent that comes out from the coffer will be scrutinized, will be magnified if they fail. And this is one prime example. And if you look at Spurs right now, James Maddison has massively improved the team.
Yes.
He
He
has.
was
He's
running
elevated,
the
he was
show,
running
man.
the show.
He was running the show from the middle of the park. And then you look at another signing or two at the back, right? The goalkeeper, Rio.
Vicario.
Vicario was solid. He was decent that day.
Vicario
Ball
was good.
playing ability, good.
Good. Saves.
Couple of
good.
saves as well. Good.
Solid.
And remember that time when Spurs bought him, we were like, who's this keeper?
We were all, we were all comfortable with
Even
that.
Spurs fans weren't happy with him. They wanted David Raya.
They wanted
Yeah.
someone
They
else.
wanted-
Yeah.
Ah,
They
and-
wanted Martinez, they wanted David Raya, they wanted
everybody.
Sanchez.
They wanted
Yeah.
everybody, but not him.
But okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
there was also a
because-
stat about him saying that how is he going to elevate the team?
Because they didn't know who Vicario was.
Yeah.
That is
So,
why they didn't want
but
him.
that's fair enough because you don't know. You don't know
No,
who
fair
is he,
enough,
right?
fair enough. I
Yeah.
understand.
And then you look at the tall Dutchman, the left.
Van der
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven.
My God.
He was a solid.
He was a unit man
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
back. Anything that comes up in the air, he gobbles them up.
Bam.
And even right when it comes to ground duel,
He aced it.
bro, he's not short,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
He's not short when it comes to duel exchanges. So this guy, on so many levels, another good signing,
Correct.
right? Another cracking piece of business for Spurs. So
He's like Botman for Newcastle lah.
for Newcastle,
Yeah,
correct,
right?
yes.
So every transfer made for Spurs right now is all on the up, and
Yep.
that's what you do when your club is trying to
Rebuild.
rebuild.
Correct.
Yes.
And the current crop of players as well. People like Bissouma, he was lost last
yes.
season.
This season,
And
yeah,
dude,
this season.
this
Yeah.
season, he's like back to where we were 2 seasons ago.
When he was in
We were
Brighton.
discussing
Yes.
about him.
When he was in Brighton.
Why is no one going after him?
Bissouma.
Oh, yeah,
And he
yeah,
went
yeah,
missing
yes.
last season,
Last season.
and then this season, unbelievable, man.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
Udogie again, another
Yeah,
revelation.
yeah, another-
Left back. So I look at Arch and I look the player that attended the North London derby. Yes, there will be a lot of finger pointing at Arteta. That as far as tactical howler goes, this one is ranked right up top. He had a mare. He had a bloody nightmare.
True.
Mikel
But
Arteta.
there's one more thing I just wanted to ask. I think in terms of tactical wise, I don't think so. Mikel flunked it up. But in terms of injury, I think because you had like 2 crucial injuries at
Martinelli,
halftime.
we do.
Timber and Martinelli.
No.
You know.
In terms
As
of
in
the game,
Rice,
Martinelli,
and
Trossard.
Trossard that day.
On
as well.
the day.
on the day.
No,
You know the halftime change?
That one was Rice.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Rice,
Rice-
Fabio Vieira was tactical.
Okay, all right. So these two,
Yes.
I think these were the 2 players actually hold Tottenham in the first half.
Yes, because
Vieira and Rice.
Because right now,
Yeah.
I'm reading a lot on everything right now. I know you guys might say, this Arsenal guy is salty. This is copium for him. He's trying to cope. No. First half, I see what I saw, and that was Arsenal holding
Dominated.
Spurs right to their own backyard,
yeah.
and they couldn't lay a glove on us. And for a good 40,
Correct.
45 minutes, they couldn't impose themselves. And then
Nothing.
they had that one
Remember the
chance.
message I said?
Yeah.
Tottenham is actually giving Arsenal 3 points on a platter.
Yes.
Yeah. So this narrative that we actually outplayed Arsenal throughout the whole game. I don't think Spurs outplayed
I
Arsenal
don't think
throughout
Spurs,
the whole 90 minutes.
Not at all.
They outplayed us for majority of the game.
45 minutes, second half.
I
That's it.
give them that, okay? Because in the first half we limited James Maddison almost to nothing.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
created nothing, and so much so he had actually to drop deep. He was playing in front of
Correct.
his box, and his pocket got picked.
To to make things worse, I
But
said
Jesus-
James Madison, this is one of his worst performances.
Yes, you said that guy is a genius. He's a bloody
I said
genius.
he's one of the worst performances. Yeah.
Yeah, so his pocket got picked, and then Jesus with an almighty miss. Jesus, this guy,
Oh, that
he's
means-
holy by name, he's holy by character.
Yeah.
But when it comes to scoring, he's
not.
unholy.
Unholy.
Satanic.
You see, you see that smile there? This guy.
Look at that. It's another prodigy of his.
And you see why they were really willing to let go of Jesus.
Correct. But yet they don't want to dealing with you.
Yeah, and when the lineup came out, right, Jesus was being pushed to the left,
Left,
and
yeah.
playing central.
That's the
but
tactic.
that's not-
No,
that's-
okay, here's the thing. I think Arteta know that Jesus can play in the wings, but
No, but-
but on that day, it was puzzling that you need a striker. You bought Jesus, from City to Arsenal to play that central role.
Correct.
On the
No,
left,
but
and
this
then-
is what I don't get. Same thing with my manager as well.
No, but you see, the reason why maybe
You put a
Jesus
number
played at
9,
the
right?
left was because both
Yeah.
Trossard and Martinelli was injured, right?
But doesn't matter. Jesus is a number 9.
No, but
Play
he got,
him
but they
there.
got no left one.
No,
There-
they have.
there is.
We've got Emil Smith Rowe. We got Reece
Yeah.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's the reason why it doesn't make sense. Like when I saw the lineup, I was like, why is Jesus playing on the left?
Yeah.
Like you bought him from City
To play a striker.
to play as a central
Yes,
striker. He
exactly.
did well,
He's got quite a fair bit last
you know,
season.
He's got a fair bit.
Yep.
I mean,
All right.
granted, maybe
Because
the
he
first
was
season,
out for 3 months.
He was on a purple patch when he was
But
scoring.
then
Yeah.
on NL and Derby,
Yeah.
you push him to the wing. Was just because he could play there. That doesn't mean that.
And he hardly got the ball.
Yes.
In the
I was
first
like,
half, probably like 2-3 times. And when the moment he got those chances, we thought he was going to bury it. But no.
But you see, this shows the tactical, the naivety of Arteta.
Still,
And
Yep.
Ange. And Ange has managed in his home country.
Yeah.
In the national country. He's managed in Japan or what?
Japan,
Scotland, and then now
Australia.
here. He's like a Wenger route, like we spoke last week. And then Arteta in his first proper managerial career. So he's him being naive actually comes out.
Usually after a football match, after you fail to win one, usually after 48 hours, you take stock of things and you will come down. I still
Yes.
feel like shit, man. I still feel as
Correct.
dejected as I was on
It's more
Saturday.
like a 3 points loss though.
It
But the thing
is.
is, and to add things worse, I think Rice got injured as well.
No, Ryan didn't get injured.
It's okay.
No, his right is okay.
So that's like a tactical change.
Wait, what? David Ryan?
No.
Goalkeeper.
No. I say Rice.
Oh, right. No. Rice back spasm.
Okay. So
Because why he was
but I think
carrying
that's a worry,
he
though.
was carrying our midfield for way too long.
but that's also a worry, right? The moment Rice went out,
Yeah.
and you just see Tottenham just tweak.
And that's what I said on my IG story. It's dangerous that this whole system right now is
surrounded by him.
Is being
Yeah.
predicated on the form of Declan Rice.
Yep.
It's dangerous.
It's
You
dangerous.
cannot walk that road. You look at Man City, they got so many answers to so many questions.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
You take out our winger, okay, I'll give you this. You take out Haaland, I'll give you Alvarez.
Another one.
Yeah lah.
Right? You take out KDB, Alvarez plays in KDB's position. You take out my Zinchenko, you take out my Chancelo, I'll give Ake.
Correct.
Yeah.
But Mikel is not Pep, and he needs to stop
He
believing
can
in his
never be
own
Pep, yeah.
hype. He's
Yes,
not
yeah.
Pep. He's overcooking his lineups, he's overcooking his formation, and he's overcooking his in-game management as well.
learning from the best lah, Tinkerman lah.
No, okay.
Before we go to that,
Let's pick some. I was about to get started. Right?
Okay, we'll see.
Lucky you want to stop it.
So we'll go with Brian.
Where is Mio? Mio is somewhere in
He's in
North
the comment
London still.
section.
The best London derby I'll never forget after watching the replay. And then we've got Brian. Arsenal will stay in the top 4 but win the league, not a chance. Reinforcements still required. Still
Still
has
have a soft belly.
a soft
Yes,
belly.
yes,
No,
I
I
agree.
completely agree. And then Sunil, could have been the Champions League hangover. Arsenal brush aside. I agree. But I don't want to use this as a defense
reason.
mechanism.
You cannot.
You cannot, because you want to rub shoulders with the big boys.
You need to be able to
do
This
the
is
top.
part of the program.
Yeah.
You got to save energy.
This is a very lame excuse to use.
It is. I don't buy this at all. Yes, some Arsenal fans out there will be very willing to defend Arteta.
Because of the
All these
Champions
inverted
League.
fanboys out
No,
there.
and rightfully so they can defend Arteta only because after Wenger and how the decline started and then Unai unfortunately and then you had Arteta who won you all the FA Cup.
No, but the reason to use Champions
But you can't be
League,
using you can't use that as a reason to constantly defend him.
Yeah, not good enough, bro.
I think everyone is allowed to criticize their managers or their players.
I think Martinelli was definitely a big miss because had Martinelli featured for Arsenal, I think that Pedro Porro will be cooked. I really think
And
so.
Jesus would have played more centralized.
He would have played number 9. And then we go with Lee Alexander. Another damsel in distress. Credit to Postecoglou. he still believed into the Spurs side. They wanted it more than Arsenal as usual. We got crippled by injuries and we got to change our Tactics, man. Alright, good one. And then Shobazar, we'll speak about Faris, stay on. We'll talk about Liverpool more in depth right after this.
Yeah, we'll bring it.
Anwari, talk about the shit Eddie.
Which Eddie? And can you Eddie how?
I don't know, bro.
Which Eddie?
Okay, the only two Eddies that I will actually recognize in my life.
All right.
Rest in power, my favorite wrestler.
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero.
Of course.
Viva la Raza.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy.
I was
He has given me so many good moments in my life.
Yes,
Eddie
that's true.
Eddie how?
Eddie no.
Eddie how Sunil lah.
Eddie given us?
Eddie out is Eddie out.
Eddie out.
Yeah.
Eddie out.
For a certain someone,
For a
right?
certain someone, we'll speak about Newcastle if we have the time.
Yeah,
We have the time, so.
8-0 win 8
Yes.
different scorers.
Those are the only
8-0 never turn up.
those are the two Eddies that I would recognize. This Eddie, how is he still getting big fat check from Arsenal, 100k
How
per
is he
week?
starting games when you have Jesus there?
Don't
Yes,
even
right.
talk about starting the game.
Yeah,
How
I'm
is he
just so
still in the
baffled.
building?
Arsenal
Yeah.
boy, what?
Hill End boy.
Homegrown, what?
Hill End
Is he
lah.
one of Mikel's favorites?
Most certainly he is.
he got Arteta's new pictures lah.
Just like how Maguire has Hugs one lah.
But then no longer already.
And that's why I said certain stuff that I don't think it's befitting for me to actually say online why Arteta loves Eddie so much. It must be something that he has done when
Probably
he
the
was
good-
a player.
like you say, the good
he
boy
went
lah.
overseas.
Maybe they
I'm
cannot.
just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it
Like you
there.
say, the good boy, you know, the good boy looks.
Another one.
Yeah, another one.
And Hafi, I would like to speak about Eddie, but if I speak more about him, I'll be banned. I'll be banned for 6 months. Alright, I think Timber is missing sauce for Arsenal. Could have gotten Magnuson or James Ward-Prowse and even McAllister. I said, no, I agree, man.
No,
I agree.
fair enough.
You could have done with so much.
B-Tech Neil from in between.
B-Tech Neil from in-betweeners. Yeah, everybody calls him that actually. Again, Brian coming in. If Arsenal actually need goals on a consistent level, who can they turn to? Genuine question.
That's a good question.
No, that's a good question. But also, you got to keep in mind, Arsenal scored the second most goals last season with the same three.
Yep.
Forward.
Yep.
Saka,
Jesus,
Martinelli, and also Jesus. And don't forget, Odegaard actually
Chipped in quite a fair bit.
Yes.
And assists as well. 15 goals, at whatever
so
assists, right?
I can't remember how many assists he
Yeah,
got
but
from
15
Stoke.
goals, yeah.
15 goals. So we scored by community.
Yeah.
You see, we don't do it like the route that Man City are taking up right
Which is
now.
Haaland, yeah.
One man machine.
Yeah.
Right. So again, I don't think getting goals will be an issue if players are being played in the right position. No more of this square pegs round holes bullshit. You play down 9 in the 9, you get the same output that we all desire for.
True.
Right. Sonaldo, Dini Lim, buying Harvest is like spending 20 kilo
Exactly.
on 3 Tech Heuer instead of buying a
Doesn't make
Rolex.
sense. You must just buy one Rolex.
Quality over quantity,
quality
bro.
over quantity.
Alright, and Arteta like, okay, well, this guy must really love Arsenal, man.
Is
Dini,
he any of your friends?
who's Dini? Dini, who do you support, Dini?
Dini, tell us. Who do you support, man?
Would generally be too late for reinforcement? City don't look like they are faltering anytime soon. I think.
We will come back to that for
Yeah,
City.
and also on this quickly, I think Daryl, one of our guests, he always said, when it comes to transfer, it doesn't matter what we do. It depends heavily on what City do.
Yeah.
Right, so we can buy the best striker in the world, we can buy the best midfielder in the world, but if City is gonna just flex the cash and their muscle,
We can't do
that's it.
anything.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Look at what they have done this season. Right, Jeremy Doku, Nunes, Kovacic,
Just like
Gabriel, just like that.
Yeah.
No, first it was Kovacic, no? And then he went
yeah.
silent.
And then Gabriel,
And then boom.
Gabriel, 100 million.
And then boom.
Yeah.
Doku. And then boom.
Doku.
So like one bomb after one bomb after one bomb.
I think it comes back to the point. It comes back to quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Like because coming back again, like nowadays, I think City's policy is like they don't buy players for the sake of buying. Like I think when Doku, nobody expected even City.
No,
fans.
City's
Okay.
nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays.
Back then,
Back
yes.
then,
You
back
just
then, like, throw money
you
lah.
just weaken everyone. You know,
Yes.
you weaken everyone, you go up. Right now it's different.
Right now it's different.
Charge the fraud fellas lah.
Last season we are heads and shoulders above the Spurs are
Terrible lah
to
you,
home and outpossessed stifle our play is remarkable. In fact, I'll say we are lucky to
Yeah,
walk
man.
away.
This is Anjapur really did it, man.
Anjapur is the truth. Man. Anjapur is the truth because
Are we then going to say he's got another tough test next week?
No, I think
No, it
in
doesn't
terms
matter.
of the test,
No,
doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter because he's already proved this one.
Yes.
I think the biggest
Yeah.
was the North London derby. In the Spurs' eye, whenever the fixture list comes out, you always look forward
Yes.
to Arsenal, not
And
Liverpool,
it's a
not
away game.
United,
And
and nothing.
it's a away game, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a away
In a
game.
away game, and you get a point. That means it's already like okay, you know
It's,
what? You already
Yep.
proven yourself.
yeah, and you look at these guys right now. All right, you've got really good managers, man. Top dogs,
Top dogs, eh?
Mourinho, Conte, Santos, all of them three.
Maybe These two lah. This one.
All of them three, they failed to get anything out of Mikel Arteta at the Emirates. But this guy, first time of asking, boom, straight away. He could have walked away. I think if I'm a Spurs fan right now, yes, I'll be happy with the performance.
Frustrated a bit as well.
I'll be really frustrated because Arsenal were there for the taking.
Yeah.
And this is right now the balance of where we are as a team. Arsenal, if you want to get something out of us, we must be really on our knees.
Yep.
You got to take out most of our first team players. We must be really bad shape for you to get 1 point out of us. And that's credit to Mikel Arteta.
Yep.
But what we need him to do at this current moment,
Convert that.
he's got to kill off games, man.
Kill off, in the first half.
If you look at Man City,
They
because
kill off
they
games.
are the reference. So every single time when we lose a match or when we are not playing well, right, you guys will be texting me, this and that.
Yeah.
I say no. I always ask the question: will City do this?
Yes.
Will City concede twice after taking the lead twice?
Correct.
Will City do that?
No.
Right? Will City go away like last season when Arsenal went up? Rather when we equalized against you lot,
Yes.
right? 1-1, and then he was overly eager to go for the kill, and then he lost 3-1.
Yeah.
Would Pep do that? So it's always a self-reflection for me myself when I'm watching Arsenal. I would always ask the question: would Pep do that?
What will Pep do?
What will Pep do?
Pep was down 1-0 against Sheffield United and they still won 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
With a broken back as well. He was on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And yet he still managed to bring out 2-1.
Oh yeah, he wasn't even there.
He
Right?
wasn't even there to watch it.
Yeah.
That was how arrogant his manager is. Man. We got son of Aphrodite. Agreed. If Nelly was playing, he would have cooked Porro while Jesus will be playing centrally. Look, and this is not again me being snobbish, and this is not me turning my nose up against Spurs. But this is basic extrapolation. The last 30 times when they came to the Emirates, they all came out with their ass spanked. So this is not me again being this big-headed Arsenal fan or
Because it's an easy 3 point.
privileged big club mentality. No, because based on facts and figures, it's there for us to see. We have never lost a single point to them at home.
True.
Right? But here we are.
It is what it is lah.
Here we
Football
are.
is football.
Arun, Dini.
Oh, okay. Dini's Sunil's kaki.
Yeah, but you see the comment from the fella below.
Okay.
Bila 8 prata
And then
kosong.
Anjapa got personality to be Liverpool mate. I agree, I agree. And another observation I made. I'm actually quite sick and tired and frustrated at Arteta's antics by the sideline. It's as if
You mean
he's actually he's
exaggerating
He's
it.
overreactionary. He's overly emotional, and that translates bad energy to the team, especially when they are not playing well.
How was Ange?
He was cool
as a cucumber.
Yeah, he was
Even
cool.
when they scored the equalizer,
He was just chill.
he raised up his arms and that's it. Like that good old Alan Shearer.
No, but I think that is different personalities of manager. You see how Pep reacts as well.
You see how Pep and Klopp reacts?
Yeah.
But I think that
Klopp reacts worse, man.
No, because
Yeah.
you see, with Ange, right? I think the fact that this is his first derby, North London derby.
He didn't want to maybe
He didn't want to over.
Yeah. Perhaps that's the
Or maybe
reason.
we haven't
Look at
seen the other
Mourinho.
side of
Yes.
Ange.
Mourinho, the fella went crazy.
That fella throw a bottle.
So look at Van Dijk.
If you look at it as manager, you need to have that.
Yeah.
I think Mikel it's his.
So I don't think you can use that against Mikel.
Yeah,
I mean, even
that
Unai
he
as
can
well.
eliminate.
I mean, what type of manager would you prefer? Would you prefer the kind of manager
Yes,
like?
correct. I think like Ole, he always sits, chill, do nothing.
Yeah.
When
Is that
when
go-
shit
go-
happens 2-0, 3-0 down, bam, that's where he comes up.
He will come down.
You want that kind of manager, or you want someone who's in the byline,
Yes.
in that square box, and always like get the ball in, get the cross in, get it in, get
I
it
would
in.
rather have that kind of
I'd
manager.
rather
to be
have
honest
that
with
kind
you.
of manager. Yeah.
I don't like that manager who's like,
I can't sit. And then there's probably the first 10-15 minutes you want to gauge the game. Okay, get it. But I think
Yeah.
after that you will be very vocal.
and also you must understand the manager fits on the fence or absence.
Yeah,
So if
good
you have a manager who's like,
sitting down, we slated our manager when he was sitting down, man.
Joe has the best example, Ole.
Yeah.
was
He
like-
is really
I feel like he's like a substitute in
They even said he's smiling too much.
Oh yes, that was an issue as well.
Correct. We had the problem with Steven Gerrard. He was just stand there like that.
Yeah, but that's their face, right?
But you look at Unai, fella will go.
After the match, in the bells, relax.
So I think in that aspect, I think you can forgive Arteta for that, lah.
I don't know, man. Because at this current moment, if I look at him anymore, my eyes, I want to gouge out with my spoon.
I think you
I
just
really
have
want to gouge my eyeballs out with
I
a
think
spoon.
you've got to look at Arteta not from a Arsenal. I mean, even though it's hard, you got to maybe take off your Arsenal goggles and then maybe try to see what you're doing right now. Like for example, the fact that his antics on the sideline is getting to you. That's because subconsciously you probably have something against him. So you got to take the goggles out.
Okay. Right. Enough about Arsenal because of course, Fazli Yusof as well. Our top fan was Spurs. This guy must be happy. He's walking on sunshine.
Hey, Fazli, a good weekend for you guys, right? But if you want it to be better, what you guys have to do, Fazli, you as well, like and share this content.
Yes.
Send us some stars if you can. I mean, obviously, the more stars you send, we will love it. Sunil, thanks for the stars, bro. Once you like and share it, or either you like and share, or you send stars, not or you send stars, we will put your name automatically into the draw for the $20 Decathlon voucher, which we will give away much later.
Yeah. All right. I think enough of the Arsenal one.
Yeah,
Right?
we will just want to wrap things up.
Just wrap it up.
Let's talk about Spurs before we move on to the next one. Right now,
I thought we did.
Good signs.
Okay.
for
Good
them,
signs.
But
for them.
this is the question of sustainability.
No, true.
The good old saying is
I'm laying
not.
it down. I'm laying it down. I'm laying
It's
it
not
down.
race, it's a marathon.
Even before you even end your sentence, I'm laying it down. No, it's going to crumble after 10 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't see this happening.
Zami, impressed with Spurs
Not
right
bad. I mean, Spurs enjoy the sun at the moment lah.
now? Really?
No, I think what?
What arrogant?
No, I think
What do 6 games, 6 weeks?
So arrogant.
Six doesn't care about other clubs. It's like, do whatever shit you want. We are going 7 out of 7, 8 out of 8, 9 out of 9.
Until December 6. Oh, sorry.
We are coming for the invincible.
Let us
We
finish
want the
first.
gold trophy.
Gold trophy.
What about
I
you?
mean, for me, I think what he has done so far is impressive. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Ange yet, only because I mean, one of the reasons I haven't seen Spurs play proper because of the clashes, but I mean, he's proved himself okay for the first 6 games, and I think Spurs have done well. But like what Joe said as well, we'll watch after 10 games.
Okay.
But for right now, I'm not going to say discredit to Ange because he's more than enough, proved himself worth. But it's still too early.
It's still early.
It's a marathon.
They crashed out of Carabao though.
Oh yeah, with a bit of change.
With a bit of change. So
So that's the thing.
And that's another
people
thing.
like Madders, or Sun. I mean, the good thing is they don't have Europe.
they only have this
That's
league
an
to play.
advantage.
And
And FA Cup.
Maybe that is what they're trying to do, I think. Eliminate from all the other domestic cups.
You never know.
You never know.
You
never know. Yeah,
But
man.
I think for me, it's safe to say, based on their performance, a top 6 finish might be in the reckoning for them. But there are certain players they really got a cotton wool, man.
Yeah.
This is really
Madders is one of them.
The sticker
Correct,
is
Madders.
fragile.
Yes.
Handle with care.
Like Madders' son.
Son.
No.
These two. And even I look at the back line, Van der Ven.
But yeah,
These 3 heroes right now in the middle of the spine,
it's their spine.
they cannot get out. If they are out
Finish.
for a sustained period of time, Mortal Kombat finish him. Fatality.
I know what you mean. It's hard to
KO.
get back from there.
Yes. So yeah, but for now, Spurs fans, I gotta admit,
Enjoy it.
tough one to take. But hey, last season we won at your place. We won the league as well at your place. So enjoy while the sun is still shining. Let's go on to the next one, boys, because I want to speak about this. Ooh la la, exciting! Look at my manager there.
The hashtags is coming in. I think that's like
Hashtag
easily
City
the first,
Hashtag.
second, and third.
Hashtag City
Ooh. This is where the City fan needs to come in.
Let's go.
Now,
Yeah, really lah.
the question that I need to ask Joe, okay? You've been involved in a title race with Ole before.
Ooh, we are speaking like truth. Huh?
Yes, I've been in a title race, bro. Yes, Blood, you've been involved in this. You finished 15 points behind them.
Yeah.
Respectable. You got a second finish though, okay?
Yep.
So, you've been involved or in a title dogfight with United a couple of times.
Liverpool.
Arsenal, last season.
Pardon
us, you only
Liverpool
managed to
was-
keep it for that long.
Yep.
Game week 32. And then we decided to go to bed. Like highs up. 10
Yeah.
p.m. lights off.
Lights off.
Okay. But Liverpool is something though. But
It was like a few seasons ago,
yes,
right?
when it comes
3-4
to Klopp
seasons.
versus Pep loses his marble. He turns into a different beast. For the good or for the worse. He loses the run. He loses the plot every single time when it's Klopp who is the main antagonizer.
Yeah.
You know why? You know how Batman has Joker?
Yes.
Are we going there?
Are we going there?
So I think
I just wanted to bring that up.
yeah, you know how Batman has Joker, and Batman needs Joker in his life to actually keep him on track. So in this case,
Wait, so-
Pep-
Wait.
I want to ask that. Who is the Joker?
so in this case, Pep is Batman. And Klopp is the Joker. And honestly, I prefer Joker to Batman. I prefer Joker to Batman.
okay.
So that is how much I
This
put
is-
Klopp as a manager, right?
This is DC. This is DC abomination.
DC,
Yeah, exactly.
So
This is a disgrace, Tip.
But I
no, it's
love
not
Joker.
always a disgrace.
It's a disgrace.
Because
You're calling the guy who have won 4 or 5 a Joker, and the main hero in this plot, Batman, who is Klopp, right?
no,
Batman is bad.
Batman is bad.
He said Batman is bad.
Batman is
Joker
bad.
is Klopp.
Joker is Klopp. I literally just
Why would
he
you
heard it.
I heard it.
Guys, we're not gonna replay this, but it was caught on 4K. Alright, when
No. We can go back and watch.
no, I want to answer now. Did Tim actually say that Klopp is actually Joker?
No,
Right?
I say Klopp is Joker.
Okay, our council, the people who are watching us, they will tell us the truth. Okay,
People can tell us the truth.
Say it, Mio.
We can, Mio, you know, like Mio, compared between me and the two of you, Mio will have your back.
Doesn't matter.
I don't mind.
Okay, so
But
so
for
Klopp
me,
is the Joker.
Klopp is Joker. So
Yeah, that gotta make sense, yeah.
Pep is Batman.
Uh-huh.
Pep is Batman, and every Batman needs a Joker, and that is why when Pep sees Klopp is the Joker, he gets very flustered, crazy,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he needs to defeat him.
Yep.
And Joker always has, you know, that tricks up his sleeve, and that is Klopp.
And Brian wants to up the ante. We talk about DC. He wants to join in with Superman right now. He just had to, Brian. Brian, you know, right? Your voucher we can revoke.
No, just kidding.
But it's a good
That's
comment.
it.
Yeah,
So although Pep's kryptonite is and always will be Klopp, and this has actually been stemmed all the way back even in Bundesliga.
In Bundesliga,
So
yeah.
come on, man. Klopp versus Pep versus Klopp. City people once
okay,
again.
I think Klopp brings out the best and worst out of Pep. Like that this kind of like always have this the thing that will bug you regardless whatever it is. Klopp will always be that guy. Like he will know, like he will like okay. You say Pep is one step ahead, right?
Yeah.
Klopp is just half a step behind of him. Or even
Really?
like, I feel that way lah. I mean, to be honest with you,
I don't know. I'm just thinking that Pep has erased the Klopp's legacy, though.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
It's your legacy, brother.
It's your legacy.
Yeah, it's your legacy.
All in one season.
I mean, if you were to look at the comparison between Klopp and Pep, in that aspects, I think Pep is vanished, right?
But that's the argument that you see, like Pep can never get that respect. You know why? Whenever we title, it's always about the oil money.
Yep.
You know, and then when you talk about Klopp is always Klopp had
Net spend.
Let's spend
So that argument will always be the fact that you want to say that the closest that one has gotten to Pep
Is them.
is Klopp.
Yeah.
Full stop. Like that's a clear cut. Like who else? You know, Mourinho couldn't do that. Mourinho had to go to United and then go to Spurs.
Yep.
And still couldn't trump Pep. Klopp has been consistent in that sense.
Okay, and you as a City fan, you must be burning right underneath your ass when you look at Liverpool. That's the
Yeah.
one chasing you.
Come on.
And if you look at this and how things are panning out, does it give you a familiar sense of nostalgia?
The Anwari's face.
Is this Beyonce Jay-Z
Yeah.
deja vu?
It's like, it's happening again.
Let's see how it goes lah. To be honest with you, okay. If I were to be honest with you, where were Liverpool fans last season?
Alamak, apa ini?
Lucky never been in SCF.
We went from
So now it's kind of like that revival of like, hey, City pool, like
No.
for me as a City fan, I never.
What we are trying to ask you is, right now you've already seen how Klopp and Liverpool has performed, right? Do you feel like you're threatened? It's got nothing to do with the Liverpool fans.
And is it true that Pep
Pep is 117 steps
It's
ahead of Klopp.
117 steps ahead
Yes,
of Klopp.
150 lah.
and then also another question. Then
Okay, we let Zami answer.
Okay, no. This one,
You go first, later.
Don't get too excited.
Apa ni? Apa?
Hey, this one we answer
Aquaman,
answer.
What is all Aquaman Flash? Come on, what
Sorry,
is this
guys.
story?
Now, Zami, before you answer jokes, I want you to answer this question. Who is Flash, Aquaman, Black Adam, and Wonder
Okay,
Woman?
sorry guys. We are Marvel fans, myself and An, so scrap this. Thank you.
Scrap this.
What was the question?
The question is looking at how things are panning out.
Yeah.
Alright, how everything is unraveling in front of very eyes.
Liverpool is below you now.
Liverpool,
coming in.
they're coming out.
Do you feel threatened?
Yeah.
Do you think that this is going to happen again, like 2019, 2022, 20,
Monster mentality.
and then they just
mentality monsters
leap past you guys for the
coming
title?
back. Because Klopp said, Joe, I see something is growing.
Yeah,
I don't know how big,
but it's growing.
but it's growing. Now the question is, does size really matter?
Yep.
Guys, in the comment section right now,
Size doesn't matter.
does size really matter? Girth or length? Which
Revenge
camp
is
are you
sweet.
in?
Revenge is sweet.
Right, come on, man. Look at Liverpool right now.
Come
is
on.
there enough credibility
I want that
right
fire
now
of
for
City
us
right
to be
now.
worried? Or you rather? I'm
Come
not
on.
worried. You.
4 titles out of 5, treble winners,
Klopp,
many
boy.
Carabaos, many FA Cup, Champions League is in the bag.
For controversy? Nah.
Oh man,
No,
this
Liverpool?
guy here.
Nah. Still got far away.
I just want to understand. I just want to understand the psyche of a City fan. How
Yeah.
uncomfortable it is when Liverpool are the one chasing you.
Now, what's your thinking
because,
process?
Because last season, right, when
Yeah.
Arsenal were the one chasing, I speak to a couple of Man City fans. None of them were worried.
Worried? Yeah, nothing. Nada.
Nobody was worried.
Yeah.
Even when he reaches, I think deep into the deep stages, right? Into the league, nobody was worried because they knew the inevitable will happen. Actually, so for Liverpool right now, or rather for you, how is it?
For me, okay, I feel that with the talk that Liverpool is right at the back. Okay, I don't know whether they are feeling that Liverpool are back, Liverpool are going to challenge. I think Azmi will keep tagging me, is it going to be
Cut short. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, right now I don't
This
feel threatened.
is your chance.
No, I don't feel threatened with Liverpool.
But it's a thought
So wait,
process.
so you really don't think you are?
You're threatened.
You're really not threatened by Liverpool this season.
So far, no. To be honest, we know. Like right now, I'm not worried about the fact that Liverpool are getting the points.
Such sheer arrogance after winning 6 games in a row.
To be honest with you, like you asked me for an opinion.
Yeah.
For the past few games, I've never looked at Liverpool being that threat. I never.
So who do you think is a threat? Nothing.
Right now, it's still open season, lah. To
me, it's nothing.
To me, it's still
Nothing,
open.
or is there someone?
Okay, at this point of time, you would have seen the table, right?
Okay.
Based on this after
2
6
points
games.
away. Liverpool are 2 points
Yeah,
away.
so Liverpool's 2 points away, and then I think
16 points.
Brighton as well is 2 points away, if I'm not wrong.
And leave Brighton aside because after a while they will just dissolve. So just keep it to Liverpool.
He
no?
will support Fulham, but Brighton he wouldn't.
Definitely.
Different game.
I'm loyal to
This one
Fulham.
Anjapar.
Yeah.
This one the real Anjapar.
Why would I want to support Brighton?
Oh yeah, correct.
Okay, for the sake of controversy, not yet. I don't see Liverpool fighting. I think right now, okay, for controversy, okay.
Stop saying controversy and just be an arrogant
Yeah.
City fan.
Yeah, just
Okay. Botak that UK fella is more arrogant than you.
Big Steve.
Oh, I thought Zul Baba.
Zul is not Angmo and he's also not Botak.
Yeah, okay. I would say that right now, yes, based on table, yes, Liverpool is going to be challenging there. 2 points. But
He literally just said no. Guys, to those who are watching, this is what being a City fan does to you.
you cannot confuse them.
And he's been doing this since day one.
Okay. Let me talk. Okay.
So confused. Raghav and
Liverpool
Liverpool
fans, Liverpool, nah.
He just said they're gonna push.
What's happening? I need Panadol, guys. This is the real Joker. I think what we said is true. Pep is the Joker.
Pep is Batman. This fella is a clown.
Mr. Penguin. This is the real Mr. Penguin. Okay. Alright. City has at least 2 players in each position who are class. Name me another team who has that. Liverpool has proven.
Liverpool has though now, I think.
Liverpool have actually guys, so back again. Okay.
You see, this is what happens.
Yes.
This Zami
Talk about Liverpool.
take the mouse, bring us out.
Close up. Because why, Kip? Alright.
Why? I don't know.
Liverpool have proven that you don't need 2 world-class players in every position because this team have won the league.
True. That's true. That's true.
The only genuine contender who pushed City not only right to the death a couple of times, but they have actually won it.
Won it.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So, yes, I understand Brian's argument when it comes to squad depth, but Liverpool, when you guys won it, you guys had to rely on clutch Origi coming in every now and then.
The Barcelona.
Barcelona, even in the league context, right? He came on, against Everton and all those, very sure a lot of dire moments he came on. You don't need a superstar.
True.
Because Klopp is a different breed of manager.
Yep, true. Compared to Pep, he is.
Yeah. So yes, the argument might be, but who has a better depth? But again, history has actually shown us that Klopp manages differently. He gets the best out of the lot right now that they have.
True. And now with the midfield that he has, that that he truly wanted the makeover. I think it's something that I mean, the fact that they were 1-0 down to West Ham,
and then they
and came back to win 3-1, and they were playing away.
No. Liverpool took the lead. West Ham
West Ham
1-1.
No, West Ham
Newcastle.
Liverpool took the lead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, correct. Bowen
West Ham
equalised.
took, yeah.
Bowen equalised. Because there were some Liverpool fans, even earlier when Joe and I were in our gym, right? One of our BFT members is a Liverpool fan, Azli. And Azli, if you're watching, it's you. And he was saying he was not happy in the manner that Liverpool won, even though they won 3-1. He said that if Antonio's header had gone in, it would have been 2-1. So I think Liverpool fans also know that despite that impressive start to the season that they've had, I think they know that the team needs to push on even more if they're going to sustain a true challenge to City.
Is it about the squad depth?
But this is from a fan's perspective.
And he's not the only one. I think I've been reading on Twitter as well, or X rather, that a lot of Liverpool fans aren't actually happy with how the team has been playing, though they've been winning.
So despite getting 3 points, I mean, in terms of the performance, it's not really like a steamroll where they had it in 19.
I think they want more.
They want more.
I mean, for football, it may be good because at least you got someone else pushing City, and not letting it be.
And
like,
I think Brian got it as well. And history has shown that injuries has his way with Liverpool last season. Yep. And I think they are just 1 or 2 injuries away this season to go back to where last season is.
So let's speculate right now a bit. Again, touch wood. Okay, but
I'm not touching.
but when it comes to injuries, the possible injuries that could actually derail their title challenge right now, name me 2 players.
I think 2 players.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe Zami, the guy that they need to actually usurp the position from.
And in the comment section as well.
Guys, get involved.
Get involved as well.
2 players that you think Liverpool cannot do without this season if they are to mount a serious title challenge.
Sobo and Luis Diaz.
Shobo and Luis Diaz. Okay, fair.
Luis Diaz, all right, and I would say Van Dijk.
Van Dijk. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Luis Diaz and Alisson.
Yes.
Alisson, sorry.
I'm going to go with the team as well. I think
Yeah.
Liverpool right now, yes, they are worried that their defense is no longer as watertight.
But that fella,
Listen, bro.
That save, oh my god.
You got to test his water. The water that he's drinking from, you got to test it.
Holy water from Brazil.
Is that the same substance that Onana actually also infused?
No, I don't think so.
During AX time. They got him the 9 months
You guys
back.
know, right? South Americans, they drink a certain kind of
Mate.
Mate.
The
Yes,
tea.
I think
Mate.
that's helping.
for me, I would say Luis Diaz and Alisson as well.
Alisson?
Yeah.
For me,
because I
Alisson
think
is
if not for Alisson, because as we just spoke about defense. If not for Alisson, I think things would have been different for them.
So much different.
So Alisson is Alisson and Luis Diaz.
Salah.
Guys, came out. You guys gotta you guys gotta come in clutch right now. I know, if you're a Liverpool fan, if you're not, this guy fan Lake, of course, every single Liverpool match,
Alisson.
he's there with me. He's watching me. This is the guy. He's the reason why I'm not texting you guys.
Because of him.
He's genuine. When he supports Arsenal, he's quite genuine. For now. Salah and Szoboszlai, and then
Salah?
another drinking water for Please explain.
Kumanadi is like a so-called holy place in India.
Holy place in India.
Yeah.
Okay, then that got him the 9 months ban.
But a lot of people like pee and all of that.
Context.
Something like that.
Alright, so right now
Let's not speculate then.
we gotta move on into the next topic.
So we're talking about keeper, right? We have Alisson who's actually kept Liverpool, and we all feel that Alisson has kept Liverpool in the game. Speaking about keeper, there is one keeper who's also kind of saved Chelsea as a lot this
Roberto
season as
Sanchez.
well. Because if not for that particular keeper, even though they've not been winning, they would have lost by a lot more in the past few games.
But they still lost, right?
They still lost.
No, that's they still lost. So we're talking about keeper. We're talking about keeper.
Did you win 10-0 or 1-0?
You win 10-0, 13-0.
No, it makes a difference. No, bro, it does.
For goal difference?
For relegation. For relegation, it does. So he may have just kept them out of relegation by single-handedly saving a lot of shots.
You got us there.
I think the best move right now for Chelsea is not to sack Pochettino, but to get in Thomas Tuchel just for at least 8 matches.
8 matches.
Correct.
No, 9. Remember, we
Now
got
9 matches.
9 matches.
Win enough games.
Then
Then okay, sack.
Correct.
Then survival guaranteed. Because Steve, You guys played Chelsea.
Yeah.
We did our round of predictions. I think nobody, right, actually gave Chelsea.
Wait. Does he know no? Sanchez playing for which team?
I think we give him the benefit of the doubt, guys. All right.
1 minute of silence.
Speaking of Chelsea, though.
Mio, we're speaking about Robert Sanchez, who is Chelsea's keeper, who has single-handedly saved a lot of possible goals that may save them from relegation because they are doing quite bad.
But
Just for context.
He knows who Sanchez is. But he's the one who actually requested.
He asked for FPL, Phil Jackson, everything.
Come on, Mio. You should have been here, but it's okay.
We're coming back,
Back on Chelsea. I want to talk about Villa as well. Impressive, really impressive. Because last week when we did our round of prediction, I can't remember all of our predictions.
I said win 2-1.
You said I said 1-1. I don't think Villa was going to lose, and I think a couple of guys actually said Villa will.
I think I said Chelsea will win as well.
Chelsea. Oh, you said Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think I don't see Villa losing that match.
Sunil said Chelsea will win as well, yeah.
Describe to us the game. Villa versus Chelsea.
Okay, so I couldn't get to watch the first half proper because I was coming back home from my sister's place, so I was watching it from the 20th minutes onwards.
As usual, it's okay. You don't need to explain.
20th minute onwards, I was watching on my phone.
For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. Stop saying that. It's not obvious. It's not obvious. It's not obvious. You rarely watches. Yes. All right.
Hey, I always watch Villa games.
No. From the time that we knew you,
These two were always undermine us. I never watch game. You never watch game.
You relax. Off like 9 p.m. So you relax.
These two, right? Because I play my reverse Uno psychology card back in 2020. This season, all the games except the Crystal Palace game, I never watch. Every other game I watch.
Tips.
Even our Conference League game we lost, I watch.
Forget about it lah. The history.
The one that kena whack, the first game also never watch.
No.
Leave, you were doing live alone.
After the switch off. So you didn't watch.
I didn't watch.
You didn't complete the course. Okay, I ask you something. If you are taking a driving license, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't complete the course.
Okay.
Will it give you the
So
is it a pass?
that game I didn't watch,
You
right?
didn't watch.
Then the rest of
You
the game.
ended the stream early.
Okay, so is that one game at Crystal Palace lah?
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
6 matches only. So that means the average.
Conference League?
Two you didn't watch.
Not good enough because
All the Conference League match I watch.
For context,
that was the
for
first
our
game.
viewers, this is the argument that we're having that because Tips and I don't watch games enough.
Okay, so coming back to
not only that, they like to do reverse Uno.
Correct. Yes.
Reverse Uno. Okay, so
you know that
even
reason.
even
I'm
I
going to
don't
pick him
know.
up. He's
See, sometimes watch only 65 minutes only. Look at that. Look at this. Show you. Sometimes watch only 65 minutes.
Hey Sunil, but you know the reason, right? The reason is tomorrow need to wake up at 6 a.m. So
It's the truth.
Because of High Rocks.
you go back to the match.
But don't say the obvious. Just say because of reasons I need to do that. Okay.
Because of reasons, right? So I watched from the 20th minutes onwards. And to be fair to Chelsea, they did have a lot of good opportunities as well.
Wait,
so
during the training session.
during the game itself.
Oh, I thought
so
during
during the
training
game
session.
itself. So there were instances where
So they say right, it's so bad right now at Chelsea.
They won't have a goal a season.
Their goal of the month will come from training.
from PL2.
Of training or during warm up.
Is that bad?
No, but I mean, when we watched them play, the way we watched them play, I mean, they had a few chances.
Yeah, you were freaking out. Yeah.
I was quite because Madrid really opened up. Because obviously we played a high line. And we played the high line so well that every ball that they had was offside.
Okay.
So they were literally
Modric was
offside.
the only threat at that point in time.
Modric was the only
And
threat.
he was
subbed. So what happened
Was
was,
it
I
tactical
think
or injury?
No. So in the 60th minute or so, Gusto got sent off.
Okay, let's talk about the red card. Okay, I don't know whether you all have actually watched. Okay, maybe for you.
I don't know because for me, I felt
that was harsh, man.
Yeah, I felt that he did get the ball. Okay,
I think the new rule stated if you launch like that, even if you get the ball,
correct.
The follow through. That's what you're saying now.
Wasn't high.
No, foot was high, bro.
The foot was high.
Okay, you look at Eddie Nketiah.
This is the anchor, right? Okay. His leg, he went here. This
Above the ankle.
Did he?
Yeah,
So he got the ball. He did get the ball.
Yeah, he got the
But
ball.
I think because of the way he went in for the tackle, he was sent off for that. That is why VAR was called. The referee, Jared Gillett went to the monitor to watch.
So he reviewed.
But yeah, he reviewed and he sent him off. It was actually a yellow card, and then VAR watched it, and then
I'm pretty sure some of you guys would have caught the red card incident. Again, guys, leave it in the comment. Yes or no. Do you think that was deserved for Gusto to be sent off red card? I personally felt that it was harsh because why? Eddie Nketiah had the same challenge on Rio. Alright, it was his name again? Vicario, right?
Vicario.
It didn't hit his ankle.
He went past.
He tried to press.
Gusto was worse.
Gusto was worse.
Gusto he launched it.
The body, I think the body.
Honestly, if it was Lukadin's bad day, right, he would have been stretched out.
Yeah, correct.
He would have been stretched out.
So for that challenge, for that challenge, the Inky did it because I was watching the game. No, that isn't. No, that's not red.
Yeah, so when I watched it, I was like, when Lukadin was on the floor, I'm like, shit, Moreno is just coming back from injury, Alex Moreno, and he was still on the bench because he was not 100%.
Okay.
So now if Lukadin is out, we are screwed, royally screwed, and then the fella got red carded. And what Poch did after that, which I think is very, very, very
puzzling.
Very puzzling, right? So he played with the same team, the same 11. He took off Jackson because Jackson literally had a bad game. Don't ever compare him to Drogba.
So have I gotten my prediction wrong?
Jackson is bad, man.
He's going to be the breakthrough player.
Yeah, man. I really thought he's going to be the
Jackson
next Drogba.
Bad.
He's not breakthrough. Only can I change? He's a broken player.
He's broken, yeah.
Not breakthrough.
Like Sterling was far more dangerous, and Madrid was far more dangerous, but Jackson couldn't finish those chances, and that is why Cole Palmer was brought on. And honestly, once Cole Palmer was brought on, right, Chelsea looked more threatening.
But those chances that Jackson got, is it like those decent ones or 50-50, or it's like they didn't pass him?
Like
So it wasn't like that. I mean, Martinez, to his credit, did pull off world-class saves as well to keep Jackson out.
Debu.
Yeah, Debu did.
They done.
But at the same time, I think if you're a finisher, you could have did something more, instead of trying the same thing. So coming back to Chelsea, I think after Cole Palmer came on, they seemed more threatening, and Enzo had a bad game. Caicedo had a bad game as well.
Wait, Caicedo played?
Caicedo played. Yeah, he played. He started.
Caicedo played, and what
started with
Poch
Gallagher.
did after Villa scored, Poch literally took off Enzo, Caicedo. So he literally put in like Armando Broja, what's his name? Broja came on, like literally took out the defensive and put all the attacking options, just to try and get something. But that actually did show. And I wanted to question: is Poch really a manager who knows how to make the changes when the going gets tough?
Who's this player, man? The Chelsea brought?
How much of a threat is Poch under right now?
I don't know about Poch in general, because you see, let's talk about the signings, right? Chelsea signings, I feel like it's just signings that are just thrown. The money has just been thrown for these signings just to come. There's no substance in those signings.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still under the manager, you see?
Correct.
I'm giving you, I think, which is why the owners are getting involved and say, look,
true,
I got you the players. These are world-class players. We got
I don't think they're world-class players. No, it's wrong. No, they are not world-class.
In their individual, when they were coming, Caicedo, when he was coming to Chelsea,
no, Caicedo, yes. Caicedo is one.
Mudryk, when he was coming to Chelsea,
I don't think Mudryk will be world-class.
Arsenal was in for him as well.
Just because Arsenal's in for him.
No, but he was good as well. He was good.
Correct. So, you see, that's the difference. There's a difference between...
who scouted Jackson.
No, who Jackson? Carlton Jackson?
No. I don't know who scouted Jackson. Calm down. You can't take your revenge in this.
I heard Carlton.
Calm down.
No, listen, no. You see, your theory is world class. No, if you say Caicedo is world class, okay, fine, fair enough. I can still maybe, but Mudryk is not world class just because Arsenal wanted him. Just because
he's at that point in time he was hot, right?
No, you see, that's the thing. You see, this is the thing that the FA does, the press does, just because a player is linked to one of you guys and your team.
The hype is crazy.
The fella is supposedly world class. I don't think so. Nicholas Jackson, I mean, he played for Villarreal. He played under Emery, and if anything,
he's the only one we just felt that we don't know who scouted him. So we don't know how he ended up.
No, you talk about that. Then what about Ugo Chukwu, Malo Gusto, Ian Matson?
Who the fuck?
You see all world class players for Chelsea.
No, I said they have some world class players.
He just said they have world class players, not some.
Yeah, okay, but if you look at it,
who?
Thiago Silva is world class.
No, he was
already at Chelsea.
He was I wouldn't say
he was culpable for the goal by Watkins. He messed up big time.
Okay, but I mean, in their own international teams, they are also representing the internationals.
But that doesn't equate to world class.
World class, yeah. But okay.
So for me, where I'm coming from is, you see, I think Chelsea just spend money for the sake of spending money,
there is no method to this madness.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are they trying to do? Are they going to do anything first and foremost? And when it comes to Mauricio Pochettino, is he going to look at some of the past albums? He looked at the picture of Frank Lampard. He sees the picture of Graham Potter. He sees the picture of AVB, Villas-Boas, Mourinho, Evren Grant, Rafa Benitez, and all these managers who got sacked.
Correct. So you see, coming back to Chelsea, right? You see what Pochettino himself, I think, I mean, yes. I mean, I wanted him at Villa, right? But if you think about it, what he did at Spurs, he didn't. Okay, what he got them to Champions League finals.
Yeah.
Nothing apart from that, right?
Champions League, bro.
Champions League finals. Wait. And then he went to PSG. He won them
He lost the title first against Lille.
And then he won
it second season.
and then that was it, right?
I can't remember whether he
In
got
terms
there
of
for
Champions League, I don't think
No, Champions
nothing
League,
much, right?
yeah.
And then he comes to Chelsea, so he was out of job. He didn't want to take
Can
any.
get Fazli's comment as well because he would know best tip
Yeah, doesn't have plan B. When he managed Spurs.
coming from a Spurs guy.
He didn't have plan B for that game itself. He didn't have plan B because if this was any other manager and we were leading 1-0, I was already shitting bricks. I would have probably shed even more bricks.
True.
Because they would have scored because Poch was out of ideas, I would say.
So probably injuries hit him as well.
Hey dude, it's really bad.
No, the injuries are bad.
It's really bad.
Chukwuemeka, Nkuku.
You talk about Nkuku, and then you know the Buddy Shile,
Reece James is out.
James as well.
You know, Chilwell came on and was more of an attacking threat. Then they left back, and I don't understand why Chilwell wasn't starting.
But the core of the team is still
Chilwell
there, right?
came in, right? I mean, there was one particular
The
incident.
core of the team is still there.
So you look at the midfield right now. They've got Raheem Sterling, Enzo Fernandez,
The core is still there.
Caicedo.
No, their midfield is good. Their midfield was strong. But even that midfield, Caicedo and Enzo lost out big time to Kamara and Luis. Kamara and Luis had a much better game, literally owned them than Caicedo and Rice.
And for Chelsea right now, Zami, have they now entered a brand new territory? A territory that they were not well known for because they have been winning. They're a winning machine. But has it come to a point right now that Chelsea fans have to manage expectation and now tell themselves that we are probably a mid-table team despite the huge financial outlay?
1 billion in output and you call yourself a mid-table team, fans will be fucking the owners up, the managers up.
They
1
already
billion,
are.
you know?
They already are.
It's 1 billion. You are throwing money at players, and these players were linked to bigger clubs. You know, like Nkuku, Barcelona wanted it, right? And he's injured. Nicholas Jackson, coming from La Liga,
Villarreal, yeah.
Very right. Coming with a reputation, not performing. You know, last season I think Enzo Fernandez was the signing.
Again, you see, Enzo. So just to interrupt, Enzo Fernandez, the hype about him was because of that World Cup. But he was in Benfica only for 6 months. Right? So based on that World Cup hype, people are hyping him up so much.
He did jack shit though.
No, I don't.
So that's the thing. So Enzo Fernandez, 6
Last
months.
season, last season he did well. In
Benfica, yes. In Benfica, yes.
Benfica.
In Chelsea, none. Zero. So
he came from the World Cup, the exploit lah.
correct.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So Chelsea, for me, unlike City, because Zam, you brought this point earlier, right? City buys quality, not quantity.
Yes.
At this point of time, it seems to me that Boli is someone who doesn't know what he's doing. He's just there, you know, like those American fellas who who's got money to spend. And you're just splurging it on players, whether known players or unknown players, and expecting, okay, I'm going to buy this amount of players, you make it work.
You make it work from there.
It's a very American model if you look at it. Like NFL, NBA, you pay shit money to players and expect them to work well. So Boli had that mentality, like, if this works in the American sports model, it should work in any other model because it's a model that works.
Would you be comfortable if you hear stories of Khaldun, TC coming into your training ground, getting your dressing room during times of crisis? Would you be comfortable with
because
that?
the thing is that it shows that the manager's power is dwindling.
No, would you feel comfortable?
I would
right.
To be honest with you, if I was a manager, if I have my owners coming in, I would be fuck. What does he want?
Yeah.
Like that means there's no element of trust.
Correct.
As a manager,
Even
if the Chelsea fans, your owner comes in, Cowboy and their other co-owner comes into the dressing room, it basically is I wouldn't say under. It basically overrides the manager's power. Like, I'm the manager, right now. This dressing room is my territory. This pitch is
Don't
my
enter.
territory.
Don't
Don't
enter,
enter.
yeah.
And when the owner comes in, like, wait a minute, like, why are you coming in?
exactly.
Correct.
And 1 billion, like I say, $1 billion, and you say that expectation mid-table. In other clubs, fuck, that's not gonna happen.
I think
You
it
talk
would
about that
have-
United 1 billion, and if happens at United,
Close. We're getting there.
No, and not only that, even right now with how United has been performing, I mean, bar their last game, they've been getting so much of stick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So why is Chelsea being let off? That's the thing. Nobody's questioning Chelsea
Why,
as much.
But why though?
Because United, like what I said last week, is one of the biggest club in the world, whether you like it or not.
But no, okay, leave the big club. There's the whole
Chelsea are a big club as well.
Chelsea
are
are
the Champions League.
Yeah.
correct. Chelsea are a big club. Okay, they've been
Okay, are we
there
talking
for the
about
past 20 years.
historically, or we're talking about maybe from
No, we don't need to go so much history. Recently, they are
20 years. We pull it back 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And that's a
Top
long
notch,
time in history. They were the top dog.
The top dogs.
With Mourinho, 3 titles in a row, and their rivals.
Champions League,
two Champions League.
UEFA. So they are a big club.
They are a big club, but I think I don't know because I've only seen 2 or 3 fans
I
actually.
think people are still not saying that they are in the mud because at the moment it's only the game management that's going on.
It's
in
so
issues, right?
obvious they are in the mud. I mean, apart from the win against Luton and
No,
what?
as long as the media don't report that Nkunku comes
That's
to the training ground
That is
at 9
the thing
a.m.
with media, right? So that's
when
the
the
thing with
training
media.
is
So
4-5 p.m.
when the game was going on between Villa and Chelsea, right? As much as Chelsea had chances, Villa were the much better team. Villa were the much better team, and the commentary just went. And this is what exactly one of the commentaries. And this is why I always get very irritated. The commentary said, "Oh, Villa has to play catch up to Chelsea." Clearly, Chelsea was
Wait, what was
over
the
now.
context?
What's the context?
Because no, this was even Villa was now up 1-0.
okay,
We were
okay.
still
You mean
0-0.
not this game?
This game, this
Or
game.
during when it was 0-0.
Still 0-0, 0-0. Oh, Villa has to play catch up to Chelsea because Chelsea has got these players.
Wait, were you guys supposed to do track and field Mudryk versus?
What do they expect? So just because Chelsea is a big club, they all automatically. So that is media, right?
Yeah.
Because media is such. The moment Chelsea went 1-0 down, and I'm sorry, 1 man down, you know what the commentary said? And I think it's disrespectful. Oh, finally Villa have their match with Chelsea. So you're trying to say a 10-man Chelsea is equivalent to 11-man Villa? That is why I hate the FA and their
it's only the
biasness.
directive lah, like
And which is
certain
why
clubs
they are
will
not
have
having that pressure because it is not being put on them.
Okay, all right. We got this one, Joe. Brian, Chelsea will pick up once Jackson gets to speak, bro. I tell you what.
At this moment, I rated him. You rated him.
Brian, I understand what you mean, but I kid you not. I think Michael Jackson will get more speed.
Samuel Jackson will get more stuff
and
done.
this guy is 6
Samuel Jackson.
And Sam Jackson has actually more accolades than his colleagues.
And Samuel Jackson had more traction in our show than Nicholas Jackson.
and he's got a couple of sneaks as well on the plane. This is what Chelsea is missing: a striker who backs goal, a Kuku missing, and then Lee Alexander. Get Poch, get out now! The shamble, disgraceful club. Chelsea is never a team of process; it's about winning now. What have they won?
Nothing.
Last 2 seasons.
Only 1 game lah. So far, Luton.
What if they want to? Luton.
Luton.
Yeah, that was the only time.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Which is funny because considering how they performed, Liverpool drew with them first game of the season.
That was it.
The
man.
only points dropped for Liverpool is
Now we are seeing the power, of owners.
powers of owners.
Okay, because we are going to segue into our last topic for tonight. Okay, but we just want to ask this question again, round table. Chelsea guys, would you be comfortable if you're a Chelsea fan? And is there really light at the end of the tunnel? Because I look at Chelsea at this current moment. Relegation is a bit too far-fetched.
4 points behind the bottom 3 teams.
Yeah, but they are closer to the bottom than they are to the
Yes.
top. I don't know.
6
man.
games, no?
I don't think they will qualify anywhere among
I
the
think
European places.
Europe is done for them
Is it?
this season for them. I don't think so. They are going to catch up.
Condemn, it's going to be hard.
Condemn 7th level of hell.
But they got 5 points.
5 points.
And the team, fortunately for me, currently 6 is Villa. We've got 12. So that's a 7-point gap for them to make
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Possible, but tough.
No,
because
they
you
have
still
to do it. They are something like Spurs. They
No,
only
because
domestic to play.
currently I said Villa at 6, but you still have West Ham, Newcastle there as well.
Okay.
Right?
Now Chelsea cannot compare themselves to the likes of Villa or even West Ham, because Chelsea only has domestic to play for.
Correct.
They rarely get those games in between, no?
Yep.
So all out in domestic,
You gotta make
Poch
this
needs to they need to make it, but because of the ownership power, that kind of power that you bring it in, it's just
and of course, speaking about power, guys.
Speaking of power,
Power.
Sancho and
Power
playing
to
of
the people.
power to the good.
I don't know. What do you all think? Sancho, player
Lots
power.
happening in
A lot is
his
happening.
hood. Not
Even
our hood.
you see, they had so much of shit. They end up winning a game 1-0, and then the next day it's marred by
The
this
next day it's
controversy.
happened.
Wait, all these big big journals, right?
Yeah.
Big journalists for United, Samuel
Shouldn't-
Luckhurst, all right,
Laurie Whitwell and
all these really Mike Keegan. Okay, Mike Keegan is more of the takeover, but
Yeah.
all these big mouthpieces for Manchester United, don't they have anything more to write?
I want to go up to them and I want to tell them, the season is ongoing. We just picked up 3 points. You should be building on this. Instead, why are you doing this?
The
Is it for your
distraction,
own goodness? Is it for your own click and bait?
Are these journalists?
They are.
It is. It's their own clickbait lah. How do you think they make a living?
So I'm just wondering, like, you want to make a living out of tarnishing the club that you support?
Yeah.
Or do you want to make a living
precisely.
out of?
No, okay. So you see, I think it's wrong what they're doing. By the end of the day, traction for them, it comes in the form of United winning 1-0 against Burnley or this Jadon Sancho thingy.
This kind of juicy
Yeah lah.
tabloid.
It's a tabloid.
So I mean, it's shitty, but it is what it is lah.
I don't get it, man, because look, when you guys were really in crisis mode,
Yeah.
every single minute a brand new story will come up
Correct. Yes.
from their newsroom.
Yeah. The worst I heard was Marcel just wanted to turn up for training, man. I think probably
Wrong session.
Hey, he just wanted to have
Yeah.
like a physiotherapy.
Got reported.
Build it up. Go reported. Marcel come to training ground. 5 minutes later, he went back.
And then now for today, right? You guys won a match finally, and plus it's away from home as well.
Yeah. And a clean sheet.
Yeah, and a clean sheet.
And a
But
clean
the
sheet.
story right now that's dominating the headlines.
Jadon Sancho.
Sancho played FIFA at 3 a.m.
And one more. He deactivated social
He
media.
And then another one,
deactivated-
he got banned from the cookhouse.
Another one.
Oh,
his
yeah,
son
yeah.
is also a FIFA man or something. I'm hearing a lot of this. Like, I'm not hearing
Another
anything.
story, teammates ask him, swah.
Yeah. For me, my stand is simple with this guy. I think the reports have said he comes in late for trainings. He reports his attitude is gone. So I think that's it. You're done. For me, it's simple. My manager dropped Rashford at the point of time against Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
He woke up late for a team meeting. He did not start. He dropped in. He came on in the second half.
But
bam.
that's the trouble with Joe, because he actually punished Rashford. But because you guys needed a goal in the second half,
He brought him back.
he brought him
But
back.
the thing is, it's simple as that, right? He did this the first time he did it, you know. The first time he did it, you were supposed to start, but he did not. But out of good, because it's your first time, okay, I'll let you
Was
play
it
the
the first
second
time?
half. It was the first
Yeah,
time.
that's right. Yeah, I think it's
That's the
the
Rashford.
first-
That's the
yeah,
first
yeah,
time for him.
Okay.
He said he has never done it before.
Yeah.
That's the first time, and he knows. He said that he's not going to happen
Because-
again.
because-
Let this slide. That's
Because
it.
if you were to
Even
compare
said
and
that.
contrast to what Arteta did to his own captain, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and it was North London derby. He arrived late for the team meeting. Arteta told him to go back home. You don't feature today at
Yeah,
all.
you see that kind of managers where they tell you off. So it's something similar. Sancho did something similar. I think he comes for trainings late
because
and all.
right now, right, the groans amongst the players. Again, this is what we are taking from what we read.
Yeah,
What we read from
Okay.
Twitter and all that,
Twitter,
guys. Yeah, we
There
don't
are
know
a
what's
lot-
happening.
There are a
inside.
lot of factions right now in Manchester United's dressing room, and they are taking sides. And they are one of the main reasons why they are unhappy with Ten Hag is because there is clearly double standard when it comes to serving out punishment.
Yep.
And that's why I asked you the question. When it was Rashford, because Rashford is clearly his favourite. Right?
Yeah.
If he's playing on one leg like Gurmit Singh,
He'll
one
still
leg
play.
kicking, Rashford is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Rashford is
First
having a
time,
shitty day,
I mean,
he will
for-
play throughout, right?
I think we'll turn our attention to Aaron Wan-Bissaka then. His attitude was sluggish. He was someone who's not getting game time. He got dropped. He wasn't being featuring for long. But that's someone. Same thing when I think when the media asked about AWB and Ten Hag also said the same thing. He needs to step up in the training. The Luke Shaw one's also the same thing. He said these guys need to step up more in the training. And these guys prove him wrong.
Yep.
And then they come back in. So why, when it happens to Jadon, and for me it's simple. If you want to prove the manager wrong, then prove him wrong then. I don't think, and I've read papers, I've read news saying that he's being bullied and all that. The moment you hit that Twitter note that I'm being a scapegoat and blah blah, you jet off to New York to party. So what's the impression you're saying? It's like, fuck yeah lah, I am like that. This is how I am.
That makes sense. Like, I mean, like you see, you know that you have something against your manager.
Yeah.
You voiced out something saying that this is not true.
Shouldn't you stand by it?
Right? And then if you really want to then play and get your career back on track, you wouldn't then go to New York.
I would
and
go
gamble.
to that extent, get someone out of my circle to film me, alright? To film me training. That
Just
me,
like-
I'm
yeah.
going vigorously
Yeah.
in training and all
How
that.
Greenwood did that.
I'm not smiling, I'm going full on in my
Yeah.
tackles. Instead, fella went New York lah.
Party.
So that is, I mean,
Party.
if you see it from
you
their
take
point
photo.
of view, that's a very bad. let's put it in this context, right? You know, you are working in an MNC, and then you know you get called out
Yeah,
for
let's do
someone
that.
who is not working very hard.
Yeah.
And instead of, I mean, yeah, you can't go AWOL in MNC because you'll be terminated. I mean, but you may, instead of, you know, putting in the effort to work harder, you apply for 2 weeks leave, or you apply for MC.
Correct.
And then you
I
go overseas.
usually just take couple of days leave and regroup myself, come back, and you know what? We whack it again. And if it really is not working out, I will leave.
I think this has come to a stage whereby I think we all can agree right now on this table that is irreparable. The connection and whatever ties he has with Ten Hag, that's completely gone. Okay, but I want to take it right from its genesis.
I think
from the start.
Brian, I think he was having the same issue in Dortmund as well.
Yeah, Dortmund, even City.
City, he was having the issues as well.
Yes.
In Dortmund, he was having
So
the
he
issues.
is a serial
so this is not
offender.
a United
He's a serial
issue.
offender. So that is on United and their recruitment team.
Which is funny, right? You know, I mean, they've had that issue with Anthony, and then now they've got this issue.
When it rains, it pours for them.
Yeah.
So the background check, whoever is doing the background check,
who is doing the
It's not
background check?
I don't know.
they need to do the background check on the guy who is doing the background check.
The background check has been done
This
on
guy
that.
is suspicious as hell. Okay, but I want to take it all the way back to when you guys lost to Arsenal and when he was being quizzed in terms of the absence of Jadon Sancho, he went guns blazing.
That I will fault my manager.
Right.
You shouldn't do that.
So now you fought your manager, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm Jadon Sancho. Okay. So I'm not part of the team. I believe to my own adequate knowledge, I've actually trained enough for me to actually earn a place. Again, you look at some of the players who actually got on board for that game.
Yeah.
You got Johnny Evans who came on board as well. Harry Maguire came.
Yes.
He is clearly not a fan favorite, but he got the pick.
Yeah.
Okay. So I might be asking myself, first, there are a couple of men right now seated on the bench whom I'm clearly better than. And you talk about impact. When the game is stretched, you need somebody with pace, trickery, and guile, and that's what I have.
Yeah.
But you want to go out there and chat shit about me, and when you are being asked, you could have just simply leave it as tactical wise. I'm not going to explain why.
Yep.
Tactical reasons. I need to leave him out. Okay, but you wanted to go for the kill, and you wanted to make it all about you, and I'm the strict disciplinarian. You are not good enough. So now it's my prerogative whether I bite back or do I want to play this card like Joe mentioned. Stay quiet, be humble. Next day, knock on his door and ask him, why did you say what you said? But obviously, Jadon Sancho is a colourful character.
He went into the social media.
Yeah, so he went to social media and then he actually beat back. First question for us: the whole saga between him and Sancho, who started it off first and who was at fault more?
For someone if you ask who started the entire thing first, I think as a manager, Ten Hag should have handled it better.
This is way long before. He was sent to the mountains as well. He was defending it.
No, regardless, you see, fair enough, right? Fair enough, right? He was sent everywhere and all of that. Okay, and this is why I'm saying it. I'm looking at it from an organization's perspective. Okay, and in this case, United, they're already a club that is under so much of massive fire, right? The last thing you want is more unnecessary, unwanted publicity for them. You know, you already have unfortunately the Greenwood saga going on. You've got the Anthony saga going on. Your on-pitch performances haven't exactly been that great. So the last thing you want is another saga about
a PR disaster.
A PR disaster. So that is why I'm saying it's Ten Hag's fault, regardless of how many chances he has given.
For you. Okay, he could have handled the media better. Zami, your perspective on how it has been handled, this whole Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho saga, starting all the way back from when it started, and that was right after Arsenal's match.
Okay, I feel that it's okay. I agree with Tip saying that it's ETH for kind of like throwing Sancho under the bus. But then again, it says a lot about how the club structure is. You know, like I'm sure big clubs have PR teams. You know?
Definitely.
And they will definitely rein in the fire. But then again, the fact that it comes to this point that now Sancho and Ten Hag having this beef. You know, I would call the level of Tupac and Biggie style beef. You know? Because no one you can support no because you see
Ten Hag who shot the sheriff?
The fact that
Shafiq got him moment.
Hey, this guy problem, huh?
White Cadillac.
This is a Shafiq Ramli moment.
Because I'm reading the
After boxing match?
the fact that both managers and player go head to head on social media, and what is the United PR team doing?
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, and you know this level is like, you know, if coming back, I'm gonna bring Sir Alex Ferguson era. Okay, if this happened on that, this will not happen. No? Jadon Sancho will not be Sir Alex Ferguson.
Correct.
Jadon Sancho will not even have a chance to show.
He has a point.
He has a point.
So the thing is that, coming back to the point, what is the club doing? What is the club PRs doing in this matter? Is that you are letting your manager and your player having this public fight, like to that level I said, that beef.
Yep.
And you know their club is not doing well right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to do?
No,
Like,
I get Zavi's point. It feels like the club is telling both Jadon Sancho and Ten Hag,
And-
you settle yourself.
Yeah.
Which is wrong because
And one more
You settle
question.
yourself.
And I think Brian said something really, really relevant here. He did have the issue in Dortmund, but they got the best out of him still.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
a good point,
why not United? Yeah, I think that's a very good point.
Yes. Oh,
that's
so
a damn good point.
For me, so I'm also thinking, yeah, we have these issues. We can brush it off. All right, just say it's tactical issue. You scold him in the training ground the next day. Do whatever shit you want. Regroup. We come back again.
Yeah.
the PR team would definitely pull Ten Hag one side. Okay, you know what? Don't basically don't throw your players out in the public. Sancho, shut your mouth. You know.
yeah.
But no, like
No,
what?
but I
like
think
what? Yeah,
these
what-
days agents and all right, they probably just say, look, I think your time is done in United. We need to get a move in January itself. Let's start preparing now.
Sometimes I feel that these agents are literally like the termite, like cockroaches.
The parasites.
The parasites. That's the word. Parasites. Yeah. Who's actually trying to corrupt players' mind, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are.
And Brian made a really good point, man.
Solid
with Sancho.
point, yeah.
Because why? Under Dortmund, he was not under some sheepish manager. He
yeah.
was Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel, yeah.
And that guy is hard as a nail. He wouldn't stand for all this bullshit.
He would have thrown you under the bus easily.
But he still got the best, out of
him.
Sancho. Oh, that's a good one. He got
That's a good one. Yeah, come back thinking. Correct.
So could you just live with it? Sometimes you got to take the rough and the smooth with a player of his quality.
Deal with it, maybe.
Deal with it.
Deal with
privately.
it.
Don't deal with it privately.
But
Deal
wait,
publicly.
there's two ways we can look at it. The other way that I'm looking at it is also because this fella has defended him much enough, sends him to the mountains and all this, comes back, still cannot get the best out of him, play him on the right, play him on the left, play false wing, play everywhere, number 10, still cannot get the best out of him.
And is it the players' fault?
It's not the player's fault, so it's the manager's fault, and he's
No.
like,
So if that is the case,
and then
sorry.
he's like thinking, I think I don't want him because I don't know what to
Correct.
play
So
him.
so I was coming there. So if really he did all of that for the player, gave him multiple chances, sent him the mountains whatsoever, and if the player is still not coming good, then why don't you just put him up for sale?
And this is where, like Zami mentioned, the club should intervene.
Correct.
Yes.
Because you look at MNCs and organizations, they clearly tell their staff that for PR purposes, we have people to do that.
Correct.
If somebody is going to ask you any question from the media, you do not
PR, yes.
answer.
Yeah, that's
Say refer to the PR team.
Yep.
So the same could have been employed by both Sancho and Ten Hag.
Yeah.
And coming back to his point, then why not put him up for sale?
Because I think this is the thing. He's earning a huge paycheck right now.
And I think
all right. And he's like, you know what? I'll just probably just sit here until January and see who wants to come
And then
for
Brian
me.
mentioned here that Ten Hag needs a bit of cooling lotion. Show the boys some. No, Brian. If they do that, there will be another leak. And you wouldn't want to watch this, my friend. You wouldn't want to watch Lotion, Sancho, and Ten Hag.
Already the club has got so much of shit going
I think enough of this love.
But then again, it comes back to the point. Is it Sancho's mentality? Because when he left City,
I
also
don't
he
know,
left-
man. In pre-season, that fella actually performed decently for
Him
me.
and Marshall, you should every single time when it's a match, you need to whisper into their ears,
Yeah.
guys, this is a pre-season.
Pre-season.
Because they play very well.
Very well.
During pre-season.
And okay, Marshall in the last game, I think against Bayern Munich when he came on, that cameo appearance, he played decently well as well.
Not primarily, yeah.
No, not primarily.
That cross finish.
If you are giving
Ballon d'Or.
chances to these kind of fellas in the position that they play, we played Sancho in false 9. So why didn't you show him? For me, my only frustration was the first couple of games we should have played Sancho in
before Rasmus got.
before Rasmus. We know that he was injured.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. Sancho was playing false 9. Let's just play him. First game we didn't play him. Second game we didn't play him. Third game. But you want to play Martial?
You think right now Ten Hag is trying a little bit too hard to stamp his authority?
I think so.
Because
I feel so.
it seems like he's not getting his message across.
You see, he already tried doing that with Ronaldo last season.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Ronaldo was like, you know what? Screw you, he left.
Yeah, after they called Piers Morgan.
Then he got to
Ronaldo, someone beat
Piers Morgan.
went to Saudi.
Then
He started. And then he started De Gea, right? And then
Maguire as well.
he tried doing Maguire. Maguire
I think De Gea is not really much of a drama. Like, he just didn't extend the contract much.
could have won.
Eureka moment. When Sancho received that backlash from Ten Hag, could he have actually call up Maguire and ask Maguire, what should I do now? No, do what I did. Stay on the bench. Just sit down.
Yeah. Someone all England international. right?
England international. They speak the same language.
Oh, no. Half the time he's not in England.
Okay, doesn't matter lah. Video call. Okay,
So
data still
Maguire
available.
could have said,
friends. You
no,
never
not even Maguire. The agent would have said, I mean, if what Arun is saying that he's probably getting such a fat paycheck, right? And you are still getting the same paycheck for not, going to party in the US and everything. I would do it lah, right?
Winston Bogart.
So myself just so then the question then begs, like, if you can't get him off your payroll because you can't sell him because of obvious reason, terminate lah. I mean, cut your losses.
Yeah, cut your losses.
Terminate.
You can't just terminate the player
No,
just like that.
I'm not saying
You need to
terminate
pay the
him
player.
now.
No. You
Correct.
can reach.
Cut the
I
losses.
mean, it depends on the contract also.
Or fine him. I mean, internally, I don't know if they've done that.
I mean, internally, I'm not too sure. We don't know, right?
We don't
He
know.
would have been fined a couple of times.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
the
this is like a
entire
repeated
thing doesn't look good for United because it really mars your 1-0 win over Burnley.
Yeah,
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
one
guys
nil.
have won.
So right now, at this stage right now, Sancho v Ten Hag. If we are not getting Dana White announcing their matchup at the
Correct.
Heptagon, this is not going to
I
end.
want to know who's coming out in
Who's
the white
gonna come
Cadillac.
out? Sancho versus
I think
Ten Hag.
Sancho is coming out in the white Cadillac, like he said. Biggie. I don't know.
Sancho Biggie?
I don't know who's going to get shot.
Sancho is Tupac lah.
Okay. Hey, no. Botak Tupac, bro.
Oh yeah. Wait. How is this going to end right now?
Wow,
I think he's going to leave in Jan.
Sancho will leave.
I think he
Sancho
should
leave.
leave.
Maybe
One side of me would still say I think they just wanted to say sorry. I think,
yeah.
and that's it.
But don't you think the relationship is probably
Down, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
like-
matter.
like-
Once you say sorry, you build up yourself. You come in a couple of games, you start scoring.
But do you not question yourself? Why is it
So
really
Ten Hag
hard?
needs the story to just get him on live.
Because I was,
He's so hard up for a story.
I was asking that question. Like the apology, the word sorry.
Yeah.
This is that one bridge right now that both of them cannot cross.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
But-
That I think the board has also said if
Say sorry.
Sancho were to apologize,
Not only to Ten Hag,
not to Ten
in
Hag,
front of
like everyone say sorry and you're done. You're back into the
Okay,
team.
wait. So I mean, I can say the same for Sancho as well. It's only sorry. Why the hell can't you say sorry and move on? So ego,
But
right?
ego lah.
But at the same time, if I try to put myself, not put myself in Sancho's shoe. Maybe Sancho just trying to victimize himself in this case because Ten Hag started the entire thing by going to
Could
press.
be, yeah.
So Sancho's stand would be:
I took go to the press.
you went to the press first. You could have spoken. to me. You could have said
Not mine.
anything. Why did you go to the press?
Yeah.
You go to the press. I'll go to the press.
Yeah.
So it's a clash of ego.
One on one then.
No, but I saw this. The PFA has offered to help Jadon Sancho and Eric Ten Hag.
Why the hell is PFA getting involved in this?
PFA?
This is the freaking problem.
Triple threat. Let's do a triple threat.
I saw that. I was like,
Wait, this is not Tupac Miki.
Hey,
Could be.
but is it? Yeah.
Why is PFA getting involved in this shit?
That's the thing, because you see, it's so dramatic to the point that the Players Football Association is coming in to help save it. It says a lot. Like
Save what? Save because it's English, right?
English text lah. Maguire, you imagine Maguire being thrown under the bus by ETH and yet still selected for England.
Correct.
And English FA definitely say, hey, this is our most expensive English defender, you know.
No. Maguire's got Southgate's nudes.
Oh my god. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap things up for today. A lot of discussions, man.
Yeah.
Really
The point that never bring the road topic.
Never mind.
Nobody wants to talk about City.
Because we have decided
Because we are talking about player power.
Yeah,
Now
player
let's
power.
talk about the players' power.
He took
And
it
now
physically.
correct.
He tried to impose a lot of power by choking. What is this? Okay, the question is not about the red card. I'm not going to ask the simple question of yes or no.
I didn't watch the match, so I don't know.
Okay, it's not going to be an overly binary question. But I want to ask this question. We are always quick to judge the aggressor, the guy who lays his arm on the player. Can we also not spare a thought for the guy who was the perpetrator, who started it off? And
Yes.
I had a conversation with my wife, right, about this. Remember Zinedine Zidane when he did that famous headbutt
Yes.
On Materazzi.
And then months or years later, we got the tape from
What
Zidane.
Materazzi did, yeah.
What Materazzi said, it was just hovering around not only racism,
Correct. It was really going to lower.
but
lower
really, that
sort of-
was really low down the belt, man. You're
Yeah.
talking about sister, you're talking about his mom.
The rabak, that one.
Yes.
It's like, fuck your mother, that kind of thing.
And Materazzi is very lucky that it was Zidane who headbutted him.
If it was any other fan.
Imagine it was Roy Keane, Vinnie Jones. How?
No, I think
die.
God, I think heart would have stopped then and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking the question right now. Could we also not judge the guy who did it first? Because it's easy for us to judge.
Yeah, but then
should have reacted that way.
Then
He
the
should have
game
reacted
management
that
for referees
Yes.
is going to be like secondary school. Like, hey, then okay, what you do first? Tell me. Okay, then what you do first? Tell me. So it's going to be long. So usually they will always punish the guy who punish.
Because there's the reason why the rule book is there.
Yeah.
When you
Correct.
manhandle a player,
Then
your rival,
you get that.
get straight card. Let's talk about it after the game.
After the game, yeah. Then
no,
get the bans in.
then you see the video lah, whatever it is. Then we'll get the players interview. Then we'll.
So can we now suggest retrospective actions against the guy who instigated the fight?
I mean, they should lah.
Because I'm really sick.
Because this is dark arts lah.
I'm sick and tired of especially players of a certain region.
The moment you touch them and
Yeah, the moment you touch them and they fly off. And for sure they were the one who started it first.
Correct.
They'll be chatting shit in your ears all match, and then once you go up to him, sometimes it's just kabi kushi kabi gab, nose to nose,
Yes, correct.
Hindustani style,
And then just send off.
and then they just roll over.
I think for me, okay, I'll bring the rugby concept into this. In rugby, right? Yeah, it's a rough game, but has been punches. There has been holding of shirts. You push each other players. The referee will come in and the referee will say, "Look, we're having a good game of rugby. All right, don't ruin that. The next one, you get the yellow. All right, but punching, yes, punching they get cards. Punch you cannot. But if you put your hands on someone, the referee will give you a warning. The next one, you go to the bin."
So it's a 2-strike.
Yes. So for me, it's simple. In this kind of cases where you don't get in football, right? Half the time, every minute you're getting fights. No, it's a one-off thing.
But in football itself, you see obvious the sport has digressed so much.
Yes.
Where every small
Correct,
thing,
yeah.
every small thing they
become
call a
like-
foul. It's supposed to be a contact sport for a reason, but it's
Yeah.
probably become almost non-contact at this point of time. And I just can't be too honest about it.
And then coming back to the same old argument lah. What is the referee doing? What is the VAR for? If you go there,
it's another kind of
if you
world.
want to ask me about the game,
Yeah.
right? Obviously Morgan Gibbs was beating Rodri.
Yeah.
A lot of players do that. A lot of players do that.
And it's a dark art. It's one of the dark arts tactic. Like goading a player. Like that this player is gonna trip. Okay, let's
But
go.
it's Rodri though. Like I never once would have thought that Rodri
of all players, Rodri.
I think Morgan Gibbs can do any shit, but Rodri
Of
though,
all the players-
I
of all the-
never
yeah.
expected him to snap.
So maybe he will literally.
maybe Morgan Gibbs really did say something.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
10 years
think
later,
maybe
we'll know what he did.
down the road, maybe down the years,
He will
maybe there will be a story behind it. Like of all the players, like I mean, even for me as a defense, I was surprised. Like what the fuck, like.
And Morgan Gibbs is a trash talker. huh?
Yes.
Probably would have said your wife left something in my
Yeah.
place or something. So obviously what I would have done.
Speaking from
The fans
experience.
would have done like your mama joke. So I remember so fan that was crosses and everything just went by.
That red card was okay lah. It's a given lah. To be honest with you, I mean followed by the rule book.
Yeah.
But then again, the matter like what Ann mentioned is like what was being said. At the corner was like. It's no longer handbags really. Like obviously Morgan Gibbs was talking trash about something.
Trash, yeah.
Obviously to the point that who would Rodri of all the people, it was Gucci boy down there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be one different thing. But Rodri,
The guy who has his shirt tucked in, the one who lashed out. Rodri strangle, tip, Chancellor stare. You saw the stare from Chancellor?
No, I didn't see.
Oh, he did some. Dude,
He really wanted to murder him.
Chancellor is Bayern what?
No. They did an interview. And then Rodri did a
He
strangle.
did this.
Yeah.
Like
face.
they said Skinwalker.
Why?
I don't know, bro. It's just so scary.
Alex, you know who? Okay, when you combine these both, you get who? Gangrel. If you know you're a man of culture, man. Alright, guys. Again, we are putting this to a close. This is curtain call for us, but
Before that, 5 more minutes. I mean, no, we still are we doing predictions?
are we doing predictions?
So before we end the predictions, or before we start the predictions, end the prediction,
Yep.
about 5 minutes. So you guys have 5 minutes to actually send in your names
share the comment right now, the content.
or send us stars.
Send us stars.
As of now, we've got 14 names.
Yep.
So thank you very much to those 14. The other two is obviously you and Sunil. I'm not putting that in.
Thank you
So thanks
for
to
telling
14. Thanks to 14 who've actually liked this content, like and shares. Yep. More people. You've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just like and share, and I will put your name in on this.
Ooh.
Where is this?
Yeah,
The
that
Wheel
one.
of Fortune,
Yeah.
and then we will spin once we are done with the predictions. We get the winner. We'll close out. Just hang in for another 7 minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes.
So right now, Sunil did it before.
Joe did it.
Joe did it. So right now, I'll choose the 5 matches.
Yep.
Is that fair, guys?
Go ahead.
Okay. So let's start off. Okay. Again, non-starter. Aston Villa and Brighton must do.
Of course.
Must do first game. Later on, Sunil, we will actually handle this off air. How you are going to get in your prediction?
No,
Yeah.
he's not involved.
He's not why?
Let them make it.
Oh,
He's
okay, not involved. Okay, so okay, all right.
As long as you don't feature here, means you're not involved
Even
with
for
the
extra
prediction.
fees, national duty.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so then
Because he is someone who forgot he has reserved his seat. That has to be brutal.
Okay, guys.
Unfortunately, cannot believe lah because 8-0 right. Then the hype.
As a punishment, we're not going to speak about his club at all. Huh?
Yeah.
Aston Villa versus Brighton. Zami, let's go with you first, guys. As usual, you know the drill. This is curtain call for Napshot. Lay in your predictions.
We have
as
won
well.
10 games in a row at home, just for the record.
Okay.
Wow, this is.
Man is trying to put pressure now. Different vibe last season, especially start of the season.
We were undefeated for a year. What 10 games are you talking about? That's why. And then we lost to Brighton.
Have to make it about United. Have to make it about top class. Cannot. That is the problem. You know why? Sancho should go out. ETF should go out. Your club will go in hell. Your club will relegate to Chelsea.
I've got no dog in this race.
games, man.
I've got no dog in this race. Okay. So right now, let's go. Zam, Aston Villa, guys, get involved with your prediction because we are going to pick our best 5.
1-2 Brighton. Mitoma the score.
Oh, this one I keeping receipt. 1-2 Brighton.
Now you feel how I feel, right?
Yeah,
I mean, from someone who said Arsenal will win the title, I still remember that. Okay, remember the start of
Wait. So is the title over now?
Guys, your prediction.
Okay. I think we're starting the show. Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, one, two,
you're gonna take the score.
Joe?
Right?
Joe
Yes,
first.
wait, we follow this order. Tip.
Which order? My order?
Yeah.
Oh, Villa to win 2-1.
Villa to win to 1, okay?
Yeah.
No, I think this is going to be exciting. 3-2 to Aston Villa. 3-2. Yeah. Lots of goals. That's one. What you should.
I'm going with 2-2 draw.
Oh,
Okay.
2-all draw.
Oh, we haven't drawn a game this season yet.
Oh, Villa.
Haven't drawn.
Maybe Zami.
But
No, I was thinking 1-2 Brighton.
No,
Yeah.
Brighton also haven't drawn a game this season yet.
So it's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do
Alright.
it. Alright, next
Okay.
game, man.
Let's go. What will be exciting? Now, Bournemouth Arsenal not exciting.
Newcastle
Don't
Burnley,
scrap
yeah.
that.
Man United, Crystal Palace,
no. Newcastle Burnley no.
Hey, wait,
man.
you are picking. Why are we influencing?
Oh yeah.
Guys, let him pick.
Okay,
Let him
Spurs
pick.
and Liverpool. Alright, I'll think about
Wait,
the
wait.
next 3. Okay, Spurs,
Okay, okay.
Liverpool is a
Spurs,
must do as well.
Liverpool,
Spurs, Liverpool, Zami.
Why is Spurs Liverpool here?
There.
Monday lah.
Oh,
okay.
Sunday
Saturday night. Sunday morning.
Monday is the
Spurs.
Saturday of Chelsea.
Spurs, Liverpool. Zami.
Draw.
These are your title contenders,
Draw.
you know? Draw.
That's why draw.
Oh, draw fair for them, huh?
Draw.
2-2.
Agenda ridden. 2-2.
Controversy lah.
Draw or controversy?
Remember? High scoring game.
High scoring game 2-2. High scoring game 1-1.
Tough match. Tough match 3-0. Zami's logic, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go out of limb and I'm gonna say that Spurs will win this game. That's controversies, huh?
Yes.
I think Spurs.
Unjapar video?
Another Anjapat video. Anjapat cooking the liver.
What's the score?
I think Spurs will win the
Cooking the Liverpool.
Liverpool. Is that vegetarian? No, that's meat. Cannot.
No,
Anjapat okay,
Okay. Can.
Chettinad token.
Friday don't do it. Monday to Thursday can do it.
So I think Spurs to nick this, right? So Spurs will win 2-1. Oh,
2-1.
That's a good one.
2-1.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-1.
I'm looking at a draw as well. I'm looking at 1-1. Liverpool.
Alright.
Joey boy,
I'm going with 0-0 draw.
it won't happen, right? It won't happen. But this guy, leave him alone. Okay.
We should let him go first, so we'll take the opposite.
No. Okay. The interesting one: Fulham versus Chelsea, London derby.
Who's at home?
Fulham. Doesn't matter who's at home.
We know who's at home.
Just know Chelsea will be part of this match.
Participation award.
Yes. We are going to see who can actually get the correct scoreline for Chelsea. That will get double point, huh? Double point. Asterisk. Double point for those who can get this right on the money.
Okay. On the dot, must be.
On the dot.
Okay,
Chun.
Wah.
Is it? The stake is higher. The stake is
1-0
higher.
Fulham. 1-0 Fulham. 1-0.
Okay, tip.
That's my score as well. 1-0 Fulham.
1-0 Fulham as well. 2-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham.
Gotta go up, man.
Chelsea fans be hating us.
Okay, I give Chelsea big face. 3-1 Fulham. Yeah, right.
No, you know what he said? Give them face now. At least they got goal of the
You
month.
said 2-0, right?
2-0.
Yeah, okay. They can at least add some
Goal-
goal of
goal
the
of the
season.
month,
Yeah,
goal of
goal
the
of the month for them.
Yeah, at least get one goal of the month. Okay, alright. Wait, how many games?
3 games already.
We
So
two
did-
games. Wow.
We need to pick
Luton Burnley. Yeah, I think Luton Burnley is a good one.
Luton do this kind of
Funny game.
funny games. Not just picking on games that we know we will be watching.
Okay, fair. Let's do Luton versus
And
Burnley.
Nottingham Brentford also. Solid
Okay,
game.
so Luton versus Burnley is this is a battle for who's going to win championship next season. So this is again, by all accounts, another championship battle. This is the battle for
Better
the
for
championship.
1920 or better
Correct.
For the championship. Come on.
to 1-2 Burnley.
1-2 Burnley.
Nah, I'm going to go out and say Luton's going to win this.
yeah.
1-0 to Luton. Their first win of the season.
Correct.
Burnley, you can suck it.
Yes. Fuck off, Burnley.
Oh, I'm going to be the boring guy. I'm going to be vanilla.
1-1.
1-1.
I really
1-1.
baby.
I think it's a 1-1.
I really knew this.
1-1.
Babes, like you. Can we watch this game? Oh shit, it's in the mid. I mean, I already
You're not going to waste your time.
No.
Hey,
if I'm not working, I would have watched.
but
I would have
even-
went his house and
No,
watched.
even when we go live, right? We would not know all the scoreline.
Correct.
Because next week, even if we go live on Monday or
Correct, we
Tuesday,
wouldn't score
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe let's do it on Wednesday then the show next week.
let's see.
Let's see how
Yeah.
this-
Yeah, this game. Yeah. Sure,
Okay, I'm going with 2. I think they'll score more. 3-1 to Luton. Let's go.
The guys have scored 3 goals all season.
You never know.
All 3 by penalty.
Let
Then he
me.
said he scored 3 goals.
They will do it. They will do
Okay,
it.
and the last one. No. What? We got to do something different. Let's do.
Hey, Everton playing Luton on Saturday.
City? No.
No,
West
should
Ham.
we do Wolves City? Because why? To get the scoreline right for City is also tough.
Yeah. Because they might either go goals.
Yeah, they can go 5
Or they go
They go
tight.
one.
or they go very tight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Wolves away to Molineux. Last season we had our barbecue when
Yeah.
this match happened. Remember?
True.
3-0. I think what 2-0 we did.
We had a barbecue for this. At the same time, we had the Spurs Leicester as well.
Yes. So right now, for good memory's sake, let's do this match once again. Wolves versus Man City.
0-2 City.
7 straight, bro.
7 straight, huh?
7.
I also think 7 straight, but I think Wolves will score.
Auto 1 out.
1-2.
Okay, you?
1-2.
1-3.
1-3.
1-3. Haters gonna hate, man. 1-1. Haters gonna hate.
I was going with
1-1.
that, man.
1-1. I need it. I need this.
I think the streak comes to an end. 2-1 Wolves. Let's go, baby. The streak comes to an end, and An will post up the Gold Cup again. It's it. Look who is here.
Spurs 5, Liverpool 5.
Apa ini? 5-5.
That 4 Burnley nil dia versus 3-1.
This guy clearly is not a betting man.
Okay, so we had Villa, Brighton, Spurs, Liverpool, Fulham, Chelsea.
Even
Luton,
then,
Burnley,
right? Villa will not
Man
be
City.
Brighton for him.
Okay. Alright, now team, you gotta step
Okay,
aside.
wait. We got one more like. So
one new entry.
let's see who's the new entry.
One new entry. I can actually check from here.
Cannot.
Idiam Rosli.
You can check from there.
Yeah, Idizam Rosli.
Isam Rosli.
Sorry.
How do you
Idizam.
spell silent?
EDY. Okay, Eddie. You call him
Idizam
Eddie.
Rosli.
Eddie, yeah,
Eddie
Eddie.
Eketia Rosli.
Okay, so we've got 15.
15 names, guys. Good work, right?
Good work,
We
guys.
started
Good work.
slow,
Yeah.
but we have actually reached the summit together.
So guys,
He
the names are. I'll do it. The names are here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will be spinning the wheel.
rolls, please.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's spin
Correct.
the wheel.
Okay, and you gotta show this.
Oh, the name is in.
The name is it?
All right, the name is in, and we have a winner. And our winner is
Shah.
Who is it?
Shah Rizan.
Yeah.
I was thinking that he was.
Okay.
Shah Rizan.
Shah Rizan, you have won yourself a $20
Alright, one of my friends has won it.
Decathlon voucher. So
I know where he stays, so it's okay. But he's in Tiong.
Again, no promises. When?
No promises. No, wait. You need to be. Shah Rizan, you have won 100%.
Yeah.
That one promises.
We stop that.
The when we come and give you, that one we'll
Surprise.
well handle you. Surprise.
Rolling Sunday
Because not only do we do this wheel for the vouchers, we also do the wheel for when he will send this.
Yeah, when he will send.
That one we do off camera.
And it happens to be my assistant also needs to come and tell me when is it.
I'm the
In
assistant.
the wheel, only two options is later or later.
Right.
But guys, that's it. That's the wrap for us today. We ended quite early for today. Really
Yeah,
good, what?
correct.
Time check, all good.
Time check is good.
2 hours. Right now, 4 is always 2 hours.
Yeah.
Again, good discussion. We've got the
Solid
Northern
ones,
Derby.
yeah.
But you know what? When Manchester United wins a game, usually we don't have a lot of talking points.
Yes, correct. You guys, nothing happens.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
It's a
a
bonding
norm.
week, huh?
It's going to be a norm,
Hey,
guys.
okay, no, okay.
Get used to it.
This is a side topic. Nothing football related. All right, guys. We have been incubating this idea.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. Okay, we want to actually go on to a different content, which is no longer football. No longer football.
No, it branches out.
So
of football.
Yeah, so we are trying right now to go into a different territory. Again, lifestyle perhaps.
Yeah.
Current affairs maybe, but you understand the gist of it, right? So this is another side chick of ours. So full-time football, the side chick is different. So halal on the street, haram in the shit. So that's what we are trying to do. So I don't know. You guys tell us right now, via the means of Instagram or also Facebook. Is that something that you guys would want to listen to? Something that you guys would consume and subscribe to? Because if the answer is a resounding yes,
We
might just do it.
So what we will do is we don't expect you to answer at this point of time, right? We will. Think about it. Not think about it because we don't want to also lose out on our football element. But at the same time, truth be told, I think it's time we also look at other, explore other avenues to boost our brand, right? So this is why we've had this talk about this. So we will be putting up a poll on Instagram. Yep. So let us know your thoughts. Just a simple yes or no if we are going to explore other avenues together with football. And if yes, would you be keen? And would you guys still tune in to watch?
Yes, correct.
And also the kind of subject matters that you guys probably think. Oh, I think the 5 of them.
Sexy topics.
I think they are good enough to carry this topic.
Yep.
So give us some ideas and stuff because again, like I mentioned, we've been incubating this idea for really long right now, and I think it's best that we tell them since you see. Look at for example this week, right? Wasn't much to talk about. But we still managed to expand the topic up to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if we can do that, imagine if we can actually talk about
Other stuff, more stuff.
the serious matters.
Something that you want us to come up from our own mouth,
And
Would it be hilarious?
It
Or
doesn't
maybe
have-
something that you guys have to,
something-
to get it
Yes.
off your chest. It will be good. Let us know. Maybe
Yeah.
we can talk about it. Yeah.
So again, we look forward to hear from you guys.
Yep.
Over on the weekend, enjoy your football. Stay safe wherever you are.
Yep.
If you're going to our local stadium, be careful. The VR machine is not working.
It's not working. Yeah, correct. Not just VR, but I think Singtel and stuff also is not really producing that much. All right.
Okay.
Singapore Cup is right on the way, man.
Yes. See, good result for you, Wednesday as well.
And guys, thank you all for watching.
So guys, always know that we appreciate every one of you
All the
here.
comments.
Okay,
All the comments, all the
Engagement
likes, all
is
the-
crazy. Stay safe over the weekend. Enjoy your
We just don't
football.
appreciate him coming into History Channel all the time.
Yeah.
Biggie and Tupac, huh?
Keep it locked in.
Ignore
Keep it
him.
locked in. Keep it
But
locked
thank
in.
you very much, guys, once again for tuning in. Tuning in
Yes,
to us.
correct.
With that being said,
This Tupac, this Biggie, signing off. See you, lads. Cheers.
Bye.
bye, guys.